Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just act Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believe us, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning.
Alright, so there's a lot of people. Are we doing one massive rotation or are we doing singles?
You're doing your mom.
Hey, son, you say something about my mama one more time and I'm gonna call her and tell her the things you said.
Call her.
I will. And you will deal with that.
I will.
Mm-hmm. And she knows she in town too.
I'm glad.
I'm good. She'll be on her way.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Have a bag for her.
Chelsea, that's my luggage.
Is this gauze or this trash? Feels like weed.
Motherfucker, is that my luggage?
It's weed.
Bitch, I know you motherfucking lying. Man, that's because you stole the other one.
Bitch, you stole the other one back. Excuse us, y'all. Bitch, you stole that black and red one back yesterday. Because I can't find it.
Sisterhood.
I don't have it.
But you was a motherfucking liar.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Sister.
You like it already. I promise you I didn't take it.
I just gave her my life. Don't fucking look my way.
Meanwhile.
Y'all got the same birthday?
That's it. That's exactly
Every year for like at least about maybe, I don't know, since we've been knowing each other, we say happy birthday to each other.
Oh, okay. That is sweet.
Because we went the same birthday, so it was like, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Fuck life.
I only met one person with the same birthday as me. They were on the internet.
Lucky you, me, dude.
When's your birthday, Sleeping Beauty?
They were on the internet.
September 5th. Your birthday just passed. Well, happy late birthday. So you made, let me guess, you made 20... You were supposed to let me guess, Frankie.
I thought it was wrong, though. I'm probably wrong.
I might have guessed that. I think I might have said 25. 24? Okay. Right. You over the hill now. It's all over. It's all over. Strap in.
That's what 24 is basically.
You just turned 24.
I'm about to turn 25. Shut up.
No, but I just realized that you...
Y'all both pissed me off.
It's just because your birthday...
24 and 25. But I ain't gonna say nothing because they got niggas that's past that 25
How old
man
are you,
too.
Joseph?
Don't talk about my
12.
Joseph?
27.
Don't talk about my birthday.
But these niggas are older.
Don't talk about my birthday.
What are we doing for
I
your
talk about both of them old ass niggas.
Fuck you, boy.
Skate party.
For your golden birthday?
Y'all having a skate party?
We killing somebody. We already discussed this.
Grandpa and senior citizens.
Oh, he over there talking shit because he don't be knowing shit that's beyond the late 90s.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The late 90s. I'm sorry, I can go back to BC time.
Wow.
But
BC times.
you
Charming.
talk like you know. He be trying to talk like he know about this shit and did talk shit about this shit.
It's gonna be a
Because
good
I
day.
You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a struggle.
Right?
You gotta pick a
I'm
struggle,
here from the
son.
oak trees, all right?
Nah,
you talk to the oak trees, you get crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all two bitches are oak trees.
And then you try to go around the niggas your age and act like you know shit
Right.
because you heard it from the oak trees. Cricket, cricket, cricket. Cricket, cricket, cricket. I've been knowing about this.
If I learned the wisdom from the elders,
I've been
why would
knowing
I not
about
spread it
this.
with my peers?
I've been knowing about this.
How many times have
New
we
Jack
called to
City
check
came
in?
out in 1985.
How many times?
Crack epidemic was in 72.
Oh, whatever. So I proved my point. The crack epidemic. It started in the 80s, all right? And I'm not saying it wasn't in the 90s, but y'all the forefathers of that.
The point is, dog, that it happened also in the 90s. You try to act like it was only an 80s
I'm saying it
issue.
was-
There's no
it
point to
was
be
created in the
proven.
80s.
Don't
issues.
pretend like you don't know what's
You know what I'm saying?
what's going on.
Sorry, no.
What was that?
Sorry.
Okay, so this one's coming this way.
I think everything's going like that.
It's just
Am I wrong?
amalgamation of
Mine's
weed.
are going this way.
I don't
The
care
flow is
personally
going
because I just
Pass
smoke too
Pass
much
me
weed.
this. So, yeah. if anybody's been listening, yeah, we having a party over here, y'all. Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast. Crossing over with the OnDaLake podcast.
Yay!
Yeah, man. This is episode 60B for us. What episode is this for y'all?
Stop
Yeah.
keeping track after we
I
have
never
the
knew
footage.
we were
It should be on 50, but we on like single digits.
we knew y'all, so we a little unorganized.
Seriously.
We just
We
trying to
knew,
get
and I'm
together.
an
I think this is
Aquarius and
7.
I'm unorganized. I think
So-
this is 7 or 8.
I like a little unorganized.
Well, either way it
Yeah.
go, we on this motherfucker podcast crossover.
Crossing the
Wizjam,
streams.
Crossing the streams, man. It's a long time coming. You dig? So this is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Outer, you ain't gonna find me. And this the Potty Mouth Pothead
Remix.
podcasters in the building. And we with some other Potty Mouth Pothead podcasters on the other side. So we gonna get into all that. But first up, what's that, my brothers and my sisters?
What,
We going to the left?
We gonna go to the right.
Okay, what up? What's good? You already know it's your boy D Mac, and you can holler at me on Instagram at FrenchBread.kid, and make sure you follow my clothing line at YouDig504. Also on Instagram, it's the Bee's Knees, and I am so glad that we are doing this crossover. It's gonna be super exciting.
I am Frank Cola. They call me
Frankie Cole in the building with a
Not-
whole
excuse
conversation
me.
about her.
Let me say this real quick. Not Sam's Cola.
Not Vegas.
You heard
Not
me?
Vegas Cola.
Not Vegas.
It's Frank.
It's Frankie Cole.
Frankie Cola.
Frankie
I'm cool
Cola.
with Frankie Cola.
I like Frankie Cole.
So yeah,
said
as I
Sam's
said, you
Cola.
can find me on Instagram at @_Mary Sunshine. And that's it.
Passe wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at Alexander the 83, Facebook Joseph Alpha Man. Oh wait, fuck, that's wrong. Instagram AlphaJoe 504 JO without the E. Facebook Joseph Alpha Man Pines. And for sideB crossover, we in this bitch.
You good, Joseph?
Get your taglines right.
Hold on, bitch. I told y'all that these taglines is new because I just started my Instagram and I did it for the culture. I did it for couture. All right.
It's so nice to sip tea when tea is actually.
Anyways.
Yo, Chelsea is that me. Chelsea is that me. If you want to say it like that. Find me at Instagram as the little blue unicorn, or you can even just type in Chelsea is that me. My last name is a little bit embarrassing, so I'll just say it anyway. It's Chelsea Blunt. Any pothead knows they find me.
I fucks with your last name. Why is it embarrassing?
yes,
What do you mean?
So I have a question. I got the main question. So Chelsea Blunt.
Chelsea
Yes.
Blunt in this
I'm gonna be
bitch.
calling you that from now on by both of your names, but the people want to know. Well, at least I want to know.
The blunt, the whole blunt, and nothing but the blunt.
Nothing but the blunt. Give me the blunt truth. When was the first time you smoked a blunt? When was that?
Actually, 22. I started smoking at 20, and I started smoking with white people, and they always had bongs, pipes, and vapes.
That's what they do.
So,
What's up, 50420?
yeah.
What's up, guys?
What up, Paul?
So when I actually started smoking weed, I bought me a goddamn pipe. So I didn't even smoke blunts until I started fucking with me and Frank started fucking smoking together, heavy. So it was like
And I do
blunts.
nothing but
Yeah.
I can't do pipes. I can, but I'd rather not.
You one of us.
I feel you.
You
Yeah.
one of us.
I
Come
didn't-
closer, come
Kindred
closer,
spirit.
Chelsea. Come a
I
little
didn't
closer.
even roll a blunt. I didn't even learn how to roll a blunt until this year on my birthday.
Word?
Yeah.
Straight up. We was
She
with
did.
Yep. I was like,
Fascinating.
You know what's funny though? In my whole life, women have always been better rollers than for the most part that I've seen. And they always get it faster.
For the
It took
most
me-
part.
It took me 2 months to get how to roll.
When I first started learning
Yeah.
how to roll, my boyfriend at the time was trying to teach me, and I had it down packed for the most part. But my auntie really taught me how to fucking roll a real blunt.
Yeah.
oh
Roll
yeah.
it bitch
Shout out
tight
Tina.
and falling out, just like that.
And
Yeah.
all even spread
I've
out.
often
Right,
just
right,
refused.
right.
I've often just refused to teach women how to roll blunts or anybody to roll blunts because I don't want you to fuck up my guard. So like they've been, but I've had like 2 different girls I dated have come to me and been like, I've been watching you for so long here, and they have a perfectly rolled blunt on like their first and second time. I'll be tripped the fuck out.
Study the master then. Study. You-
Yeah.
But let's keep these intros
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Let's just keep intros.
Hey y'all, it's me, Sleeping Beauty, aka Ari. You also can find me on Instagram, @PacLittleOne_Ari. How y'all doing? How y'all
She
doing?
really thinks
I'm
she's
up
like
to date.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
up. I slept last night, so I'm up to date.
That's
Where
what's up.
you from, Ari?
I'm from Kendall.
From Kansas City.
Yes.
Kenna,
yes.
man. Fuck your
Kenna,
mayor,
fuck
man.
K-E-double-N-E-R.
Fuck out of here.
Just do it.
Who is that mayor?
Nobody.
he
He's a
left.
ghost.
We gonna talk about it in a little bit.
He's
So
a
yeah,
ghost.
fuck the Kenna mayor. What you saying over there, Rell?
Over there.
And coming from stage left this time, I'm heading downstage because I'm not feeling upstage today. This the fire coming to the stage and scream. We're all the protagonists. Nice to see y'all. Nice to hear from y'all. You heard me. Because you know me. You never know. You never know where I'm going to be at. I just like popping up any fucking way. And guess what? I'm with my brothers.
You
So
heard
I'm in
me?
a happy place.
Coming with that theater slang.
I love
you
that.
did.
I love
She came
every
strong.
piece of that. I'm
That
coming from
guy.
stage
But I
and
like
left.
that.
Yeah. I
But
can
now I'm coming
appreciate that.
downstage because I'm too. What?
So yeah, man. So first off, before we get into us, man, we gotta do, roll out the scroll. Shouts out to the
Well, we here, so that's us. So
shouts out to our local podcasts such as the On the Lake podcast
yeah. Downstage.
So happy to be here.
with Chelsea Blunt,
You're
Sleeping Beauty,
You're
Rell the Protagonist, and Frankie Cola. You heard me. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast. Shouts out to DC Paul, Jay Steele, Oshun, Malik the Historical Geek, and us. The We'll Figure This Out podcast with Jay Skills and my dude Lido. Who else? Fuck What You Heard podcast, Metal Hand of God podcast, Black Guys Next Door podcast, Four Misses and the Mic podcast.
Hip Hop Nerd podcast.
The Brooklyn Ladies of Therapy Noir. Shouts out to y'all.
No dope on Sundays.
What's up, your white group that just came out?
504.
50420.
Let me do it. Shout out to 50420 podcast.
That's so nice.
I'm giving them props.
That's so nice.
Y'all get a shout out. Listen to them. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a match session, and I want to talk. Let's talk. Let's smoke.
And I was about to forget the homies of Your 30 podcast.
Oh my.
You know how the fuck
Sorry,
you
guys.
forget
Sorry,
that?
guys.
What the hell you mean?
Usually we do them first.
I know that's the Big Brother podcast, dog. They on like episode 180. Or some shit.
Yeah, they working.
And dude, and that's just this iteration because before they had this podcast on Blog Talk Radio called Something Else, and they put in like Boku over there, and then they switched to Your 30, and then they now they hard what they are, so they've been putting in that work. So I'm always shout them
For
out.
quite some time.
I'm always shout them out. You
the
feel me?
battlefield.
So yeah, man, on side B, man, we usually started off with that etouffee of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yummy.
That's when we get into our topics and such, the deepness, the rawness, the all that. After
All
that
that.
etouffee of the day, we get into that Deli Dose America.
Which is your friendly reminder of just where you live and just who the fuck you dealing with.
Ouch.
You understand me?
Then it's that hero highlight where we take the time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Fuck Ray. And then we holler at y'all in the next couple of couples, you dig? So without further ado, let's get into the etouffee.
Let's go.
Okay, thank you for
Thank you, Tone.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Huh? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just young.
So before we get into our topics, man, let's start off with the initial reason that the On the Lake podcast is even on this motherfucker this go round.
You had to defend ourselves.
You hear me?
Okay.
Before we get into all
The
that,
podcast, I'm like, what?
what's popping?
And then
All right.
some back shit. So
You hear me? So
All right,
this
let's see.
kind of started when I was listening to their podcast, and they was talking about the girl, what's her name? Bald head.
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose quote of what was it, ladies? What she say?
Amber Rose, she tweeted this. I don't know if it was a meme or saying, but she said men fuck who they can, but women fuck who they want.
And then a guy came back and he tweeted, and women marry who they can, men marry who they want. You feel me? And that became a discussion. And I was feeling like I'm listening to y'all discussion. And I was like, all right, there's some nuance here, but there's also some, wait a minute, hold up. There's some truth to it. I felt like y'all was trying to act like that man when he said had no truth.
Not at all.
No, not at
So
all.
I was like, hold up.
The first thing we fucking said, women held too much accountable to that fucking ring. They chased that fucking ring.
It's
That's
their
like
fault.
it's like so it could be used as a manipulation tool. It's like
It could be.
like you realize your dog
has been.
responds to a fucking bag. What you do with that bag? You crinkle that goddamn bag because that's what he listened to,
Right.
and it's become a manipulation tool.
The ring, you saying marriage. You
Yes,
feel like
yes.
men have been using the ring as manipulation.
And women.
What?
And women.
Niggas don't even want to get married.
They don't,
Nigga,
but
most
they
niggas-
know who does.
and we're also saying that women use sex as a manipulation
They
tool.
do.
They damn right.
feel
They've
me?
been doing it since the fucking
For marriage as well.
1000%. There you go.
Pussy rule,
The
pussy
fucking
power.
80s.
Kids as marriage.
I mean, we do like
Get paid.
we do definitely like condition our girls to care about marriage more so than our boys.
Yeah.
I think it's more about the wedding day. Well, you know,
It's
you're
all
right.
the
I
same
suppose
thing
it's
as
also
marriage.
to the-
You hear me?
Yeah.
Most things that we teach our girls is to be a good wife, how to be a good wife without even saying those words.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the connotation of how we raise girls is towards wife. While boys is like just be a good man, be a provider, but you don't have to necessarily provide for the marriage. Provide for yourself, provide for your kids, but it's not always get married as much.
I give it to a balance of.
Aside from religion.
I give it to a balance of besides getting married, like I give it to you on the provider kick, and then I think in the late maybe the 80s into the 90s and that kind of time, marriage wasn't really looked at for a man to happen either, because men was also looked to get married as well. Now it was also looked for a man to be married to have a side chick. You know what I'm saying? That was a common thing, but it was to say that men wasn't really getting married, not look like. They're not forced as hard as women, but they do have that part on them to say you should be a man, you should get married, you should have a family, you should have a job, you should provide for your family.
Yeah.
The whole thing of provide for your family has to deal with marriage as well.
I get asked why, like when I'm getting married and shit, like all the fucking.
But
time.
that's when we get older. I mean,
But
they're
yeah.
like 3 years old, having fake little babies.
No, indeed,
and
absolutely.
pretending to play house while we probably like teenagers by the time that they, or even in our 20s before they
But when
looking
you
at
play
us to
house,
talk about
you gotta
that.
play with a boy because he gotta be the daddy.
He don't always
So
want to
you
play.
know, as a kid,
Tell them,
Not
girls.
necessarily.
Not
you know.
necessarily.
How many,
They played
how
it.
many people been in the room when they was playing baby a house?
I never played house.
We did.
I've never played house in my life.
Most girls, that's like a playful thing. They do push them to play house.
That's
That's your family wise.
Sunday got the fucking
I always had to play
playpen
house.
houses and
It
like
had-
the
every-
kindergarten,
yes,
the
every
pre-K
girl
room,
has at
and
least
all the
had a
girls had to
doll
play
house.
in the little house.
I never had no little fake
Who's
house
daddy?
to pretend to be a husband as a little boy.
Right, yeah, that's like a little girl thing. Like they got the doll houses and
I'm like, I want to be Barbie dream.
Sounds. We got action figures. We're
Yeah.
trying to
I
save.
mean, that's our like mental
We're trying to save the world.
conditioning though. Like
And
we gotta
they're
be
trying
strong
to be
and
wise.
tough
I
and
got that too, though. What you think?
you know,
I like
yeah.
playing movie. I like playing with the
Me and my
action
antagonist was trying to be Super Saiyans, were we not? Bitch.
When I was born, I was like,
Come
I
on,
want to
bitch.
have Trunks
We was
and
trying to-
Vegeta.
Come on,
I like
bitch.
that y'all like that.
I want to fight too.
That's what we was.
I can appreciate that.
I'll get myself for some shit.
Come on, baby.
I
That's
don't like
what
being in
we
the house.
was.
That shit was boring.
That shit was, because it was like, what do you
I
do?
like that
All
shit.
right. What about catch, get a little bit? That was like a nasty house.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
No.
That shit. Look,
That was house, but there was a whole.
That don't even
different
have bearings on these quotes here. So I guess we are in agreement on both sides of that coin.
Yes.
Have an issue or
Yeah.
have merit to a degree.
Like I said last time, bro, like it is a yin and yang thing, bro. Like it's not completely black on one side and not completely white on the other.
Right.
Like it might be the majority, like in general, but there's still that caveat to it. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
it's
I can
ever
appreciate,
changing.
yeah, and it's always changing around back and forth. So I can appreciate both sides of it. You know, because I mean, maybe women that might be necessary in some ways. You know, and necessary for us to be the way we are too.
Right.
But why is marriage such a bad thing for men?
I don't think it's a bad thing
I
for
don't think it's
them.
a bad
They
thing.
feel like because they feel like when they get married, they lose a part of themselves.
Well, there's a stereotype that you don't get no pussy when you get married.
You get pussy from your wife.
That's not the stereotype or the story that's been put out there from a lot of married couples.
I hear that, but I don't know how real that is though.
When my dudes like to talk to, they used to always be like, yeah, we gonna have to get together in the future.
No,
They
because
talking about
that's
marriage.
what I feel like. A lot of niggas say that shit because they feel like that's
They
what
got
you
fish
want
with
to
yeah,
hear.
but I tell them straight up, I don't like
I
this
don't,
shit.
I
You
don't
pushing me
have no
away with
interest
it.
in fucking
I'm not-
marrying
no.
you. That's not attractive at all. Not at all.
I don't think niggas want to marry, but I do think niggas play hard on that fish on the hook shit of keeping you wanting more. And that, like he may never allude to marriage, but he'll always allude to we'll do something and we'll move on, and he'll make you believe.
Yeah,
that, you know what I'm saying?
They do that.
But in his mind, for the most part, I don't think he would even think about marriage. He just knows how to play the fish on the hook game.
I think that they got like. I don't think a lot of times that we give enough credence and credit to the different kinds of people that we have to accept exist. There's this kind of woman, there's this kind of woman, there's that kind of woman. There's this kind of man, there's this kind of man, there's that kind of man. So there's a certain kind of man that's on his mind. The girl, we all got that friend in the squad. That's the girlfriend type. You always got a girlfriend. You always in love. He probably got married before all of us. He the most faithful motherfucker on the planet, and he represents the thousands and thousands of men that are like that. So when y'all bring that up, I think of that person as well. But that's not the first person I think of, because when I first think about it, I already know about, like, when you say he could have sex with his wife. Most times men of a certain type like variety. And they might be feeling like that they're giving up that piece of their single self. Maybe they're not ready for marriage. That's why I always say, let the man propose. I'm not trying to be on no sexy shit, but a lot of times, especially if you that type of nigga that likes variety. That likes variety. That has to be ready. You heard me?
You gotta be ready for that shit.
I would rather this motherfucker get on one knee and decide that, because if that woman asked him too early and he just was being nice but he wasn't ready, you already leading to a fucked up situation.
Women are always ahead of men in that anyways.
Well, we teach you to be.
Right, because we already know what we want.
She gotta learn how to hold down. I'm sorry. She
you're right.
She gotta learn how to hold down house at the age of basically 10.
Right, so she get in a relationship and y'all in a relationship in a year and she ready to fucking take care of your whole household, but you're just not there mentally yet.
But we also shame y'all. We also shame y'all for dating around. I mean, we was in a different culture where women were more accepted to do what men do as far as dating around. Some of y'all might not want to be getting married as quickly. You never know. Like, I'm just saying that's just another side of it.
That is.
What you about to say, G-Man?
I'm about to say, like, that's something that we talked about before. Like, I think, also you Bats, like, people just date wrong currently. Like, we're not honest about what we actually want. You know what I'm saying? And I think if we just started there first, the whole marriage concept would completely be fucking different.
I agree with that. I'm all the way, because if I'm not ready, just tell me. Like, I'm not ready, you're not ready, is it what it is?
It's cool, right. It's fine. Like, there's, like, nothing wrong with not being ready.
Like, you ready, and then try to pressure me into this point. And then after that, to me, when at the end, we going to just fall.
Right.
Because you wasn't honest from the beginning.
From the beginning, exactly. You got found foundational problems.
But we also get taught to lie.
We do get taught to lie.
All lie. No, we males and females,
just like
we lie.
Human beings
we lie.
Everybody fucking lies. I've always said that. But you do have to come up. Like, I told somebody, I was like, why you don't have a boyfriend? I don't like bullshit. Me either. First sign of bullshit, I'm out. That's
feel you on that.
And like, you can't have a relationship without bullshit. Yes, you can. Don't lie, even if it hurts my feelings. Tell me the fucking truth. Stop wasting that fucking time.
You gotta build that bond.
Lies waste time.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
You have to have a understanding of self-appreciation and knowing who you are and your worth.
Right.
Therefore, from there on, you can actually set the boundaries of what you accept and don't accept once you know who you are and love who you are.
Yeah.
And from there, you can weasel out the motherfuckers easily. You'll sift them out easily. Because as soon as a motherfucker cross the line and you check it and he's a habitual line stepper, then you know how to 86 them quicker than the first time than when you didn't know yourself, I would say.
I'm saying even more. I say even more important than that is self-awareness. You know what I mean?
I was about to say something like that. More just like being honest about who the fuck you are also.
And what you want, because there's so many times on both ends, because a lot of women will lie and act as if, I don't want, play the game is I don't want a relationship when they really do, or I do want a relationship when they really don't. You know what I mean? And because they feel like, this is how I have to be to be a woman.
Like, maintain
let me play this game because this is how I'm gonna snag the guy. Why as a nigga, he be lying about, I won't hurt her feelings because I Now understanding that woman, if you kept it way more 100, would probably be way more understanding than you giving her credit for, but you ain't even giving her credit. So we all we just be fucking fronting. And if you could be a woman and be like, you know what, look, I feel like I'm still talking to other niggas, what's up? You hear me? If you could be a man and be like, I'm still talking to other women, what's up? On the flip, be a man and be like, you know what, this is what I'm ready for, this is what I'm looking for. Like, if
everybody is not ready for that, though, dog.
Clear communication,
brutal honesty.
Everybody's not ready for that level.
Everybody talking at once. The mic can't get it all.
I think because I had a situation like that, I was just straight up about it. Look, I'm fucking with other people, you fucking with other people. Then they were trying to lie and say they wasn't. Like, no.
But why? Right? That's like
I'm
stupid.
telling you straight up, like, fuck with.
Every nigga ain't built for it.
But then
straight up.
But then after that, I mean, one time we did it, and my other nigga was calling me. I was like, "What's up?" Even though I ain't gonna lie, that was disrespectful. I ain't even know it was disrespectful.
Alright, listen. I'll tell you right now.
But you might be a little bit more involved than some of these niggas that you're dealing with. Because if you're
Definitely.
dealing with niggas that are used to women being in their place and not doing shit, and then you being like, yo, this is what I'm
This
on.
is what the fuck is
Even
up.
if that nigga claiming, I'm with it too, somewhere in his
Hell no,
ego.
that's all right.
It's a setup.
He's still gonna
It's
throw
a
in.
motherfucking setup.
Because he ain't been conditioned, he
I'm about
ain't
to
been
say, dog,
grown
that
in a
is
way to
conditioning.
accept a woman like you yet.
Right.
They got niggas
Right.
that can handle that, they got niggas that can't, and that's lying. Someone be lying, claiming they can handle it.
I don't, dog. I think most niggas can't, dog.
Wait, what she saying? What you say, Sleep?
Still going through my phone and everything.
See?
Because it was a setup. It's a fucking
Like, you
setup.
have a conversation. I'm like, wait, I ain't never texted, did I? I didn't realize, like, what the fuck?
He wasn't
You
really
give a nigga
cool with
opportunity
it.
to be honest like that. There's a part like Bat said where like he hasn't grown mature enough for it. There's another part that says I want to put you on this hook, so I'm gonna lie to you to make you feel like you're the number one for real. And that's a game. That's a fucking mental game.
And pause.
But I tell you, I don't want that in the beginning.
And
No, he knows you don't want that. But he's gonna act. He's gonna play that game, nigga. That's a setup.
But no, what I'm saying is
You know
this:
what I'm
they got some cats that's not even trying to set you up. He might genuinely think he can handle it,
Yeah.
get in the
really
situation,
try.
realize he can't
Can't do
handle
it.
it, but don't want to be real and
That's
tell
true.
you I can't handle it
I can't
because
handle it. I want
Right.
you all
I'm a
for me.
man. I'm trying to be macho.
Right, he's being
Yeah,
dishonest.
that's
Like he just
me,
don't
me,
want
me.
cop to it.
Oh, you can't cop
Realize
to it.
What he likes is like, you know what? I'm only digging you and I'm not digging no one else, but you still digging other niggas. You know, if you be real about that. But the thing is, you have to communicate what you feel.
Everybody
Nigga
do
won't
it.
understand shit if you don't say shit.
And everybody built for it. And you got to be honest, because you said something about maturity, and I wanted to say that like it's not even always maturity. It just might be maybe you might realize I'm the kind of nigga that can't date a girl that's dating other dudes.
That's maturity.
I mean,
And there's
but
nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being that person that can't do it. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Because
not mature to do that. It's
Yeah.
mature to know yourself.
right, self-awareness.
But speak up on it. Like I say some shit. Let a nigga know.
Rell, what's up, bruh? Rell was just shaking her head.
Like, this is the bullshit.
Because I'm thinking about all the context, and I wanted to get to something D-Mac said that, you know, like, my sexual preference is like none of your fucking business. Like, and so funny that shit is happening in real time, like how we see the Bobby Brown story and how everybody's jumping on the, oh shit, Bobby Brown fucked Janet Jackson, and she straight up was like, in his book, it's been confirmed by Charlamagne, because I do listen to their podcast, that in the book they really did, but she straight up told this man she can't bring a black man home.
Janet had never in life said that she didn't fuck Bobby.
And I was like,
All these years,
it's true. Why deny
Well,
it?
now there's supposed to
I
be
ain't
some
never say
speculation
no.
that Janet said something.
I ain't never
Check
said
side A, she didn't say anything.
Ain't say
Sources.
nothing, son.
Sources.
G status.
Because this is
The
relevant
movie's been out
again.
2 years.
I
They
gotta
said this
acknowledge
before the
this
movie,
shit.
so-
She treated this shit like a fucking.
Sure
I
did.
acknowledge this
Okay,
shit.
whatever.
Fuss over it. I don't care.
Nah, true
Yeah.
Janet fans though, and I've argued with them to the
I'm a
death.
true Janet fan. What?
They do not believe she slept with Bobby
I
Brown.
know.
I do. You're an idiot if you don't believe it.
Bobby Brown was
You are
so
delusional.
big
My
in the
thing is this.
80s.
You're
My thing is
delusional
this.
if
she
you don't
fucked
believe that,
Jermaine
dude.
Dupri, how could she not fuck for my prerogative?
Bruh.
We had his-
Jermaine Dupri,
and it's
the
not
braids
just-
and the
Bobby Brown
braids
was
with
too
teeth.
big then, though.
What you saying? What you saying, Chels? What you saying,
So
Chels?
all you women who sitting there talking about, man, Bobby Brown, he was hit back in the day. No,
He
no.
was
Let me
fine
take
as
you
hell.
back.
And some
Let me take you
twins,
back to
they said it too.
2008. Chris Brown, when he came out with Take You Down. You remember how you was just looking at that video over and over, watching him grind on that fucking stage? That was Bobby Brown.
That's Bobby
in the
Brown.
80s.
Chris Brown is Bobby Brown in the 80s.
With a red
body,
Before
though.
he beat up Rihanna.
Yeah.
Him and Rihanna's him and Whitney.
Dude, what is up with the last name Brown, bruh?
I don't know.
These niggas crazy.
James Brown was crazy too.
All of that coke, all of them.
Bruh, that's a cursing name.
But-
Can't be
Dog.
Brown.
Dog.
Right.
And then Bobby Brown was just her side nigga anyway. Y'all acting like they had this out
Right,
relationship.
like this super hard up fucking relationship.
You don't believe that the hottest nigga in the 80s could be Janet Jackson's side nigga? Come on.
But he was with Whitney though. I thought he was.
That was before Whitney.
Was too good
That was
before
I know,
Whitney.
but I even thought that Whitney was too good for him.
Until
so
you find out Whitney.
So if he can pull Whitney, he can pull Janet.
Nobody, no, if you think, hell yeah, nigga, fuck. When it was out here,
He hit
dog.
Madonna
like,
too.
But I didn't. But still, though, Whitney.
So my
Well,
bad.
with my Madonna does it dirty.
I had
And
to go
Whitney.
there. I had to go there.
I'm just saying he a nigga from the Jackson. That's Madonna, so it's just funny that he hit Madonna too. It's just like
Oh,
damn.
really? I ain't even
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
At that
crazy.
time, who didn't hit Madonna? That was the question.
Madonna's trashy. I think she fucked Drake too.
Facts.
Really?
Facts.
No, Drake didn't want it. Drake didn't want it. Remember she tried to kiss Drake?
They did fuck.
They did fuck, I'm pretty sure.
I thought she tried to kiss Drake, and Drake was like, that shit nasty. I don't want
That
that.
on camera, but he probably.
Yeah, like he was probably trying to save face on camera.
We gonna use D-Mac word. Speculation.
Speculation.
No, but the reason I brought that up is because I had this question and I wanted to ask FLYWITHBATS and I wanted to get their opinions because we talked about this on the podcast that will be coming out soon. What is your criteria then for marriage?
What is my criteria for marriage?
That's a very good question.
That's what I want to know. That's why I'm so quiet. So I'm just embracing everything and trying to see. Boom.
You want to go first? Who wants to attack
this?
this?
Honestly, I want to go first because I'm one of the kids who's weird enough that I did think about my marriage as a childhood. Yeah, I always thought about the day and shit, and I always wanted to have it something like Tyler Perry's on the family reunion when they had their wedding, where the niggas in the air sky as angels and shit.
That was a beautiful party.
Like that wedding and Martin's wedding has always been my favorite wedding when he married Gina.
That was a beautiful party too.
I love that, you know what I'm saying? So those always want to be my weddings. But as far as marriage and my criteria, honestly, it's the same thing I would want in a friendship.
Facts.
And that's
We
basically
said that
it.
yesterday on the podcast.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's
Go
it.
ahead. That's it.
That's like just because the thing
You
is
don't have like 3. Give us 3.
all right, friendship, which I feel like comes with all that will come up communication,
Foundation,
understanding,
basic, yeah.
compromise, because we have to meet some things halfway, and honesty.
Facts.
Cool. I like it.
As long as you're honest with me, I can take in the dark and the good. You know what I'm saying?
D-Mac?
I'm gonna be brief because
Leo's a brief. Sorry.
yeah, sorry. But I mean, it's like not.
Sorry.
It's not so different from AlphaJoe though.
Right.
Like I have to have an unyielding trust for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I just have to know that like no matter what happens, like you got my fucking back. Cause I got your back.
Right.
Like I am insanely loyal.
Right.
Left hand.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to have that. What else? Superficially, you know,
Real?
I would have to have somebody that's like good with fucking money.
Okay.
Because that's important.
That's not superficial.
That's not because that's
I know you about to say she has to be good looking.
I just say your titties
Well,
gotta
I
be.
mean, I think that's for everybody. I mean, that comes before all the shit. Like, you gotta be attracted to the fucking person.
But
you know
being
what I'm
good with
saying?
money is not a superficial one.
Okay,
It's
well,
not. It's
well,
good.
yeah,
Money hungry is
there it is.
probably.
Absolutely. But yeah,
Not really. Well, not money hungry. Like if you put in extra hours because you want all the fucking money.
well, nah. Ambition is great, but I think like money hungry, as in like that just like consumes you.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But let me see. I'll give you one more. Unyielding honesty. You gotta be good with money, and I would say you just have to be flexible. You know, you just.
Because you already know where my mind went. So
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta be flexible, but I mean, you just have to be flexible
Wait,
in
so
like,
what?
Like the uppercase Y.
Sorry.
like just like in terms of just how you think about things and just things that you may have thought were true or
Mindset,
just
values.
whatever. You just gotta be willing to accept new info.
Yeah.
You know, like just understand that I don't know everything and you don't know every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's just the same thing you said. Just come meet in the fucking middle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the important thing. You know, so yeah, simply just like that.
Brother Bats.
I ain't getting married, man. Fuck all that shit.
All right. But no, there's women that feel like that and I wanna know why. Like seriously.
I'm
like,
gonna say
women-
this. There's nothing that they say.
I
I
know.
mean, with both Joe and D say this, what you would want in any relationship,
Yeah.
whether you're getting married or you're not getting married. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like it's everything they said, and also just the facts of we gotta click, we gotta rock, and that's a thing of. That you can't really quantify what's gonna make us click for long term.
Right.
I know for me now, if you want to talk superficially, I need a nasty motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
If we talk about, because one thing about marriage that get me is that's eternity, nigga. Y'all saying forever, just me and you forever, nigga. If we talking forever, nigga, we gotta get nasty. We gotta
Real
get
nasty.
freaky. We gotta do some shit, dog. Because forever, I'm giving you me. And that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in rushing into marriage. I don't believe in if you got any little thing in your head, like if you got maybes, don't do it.
Don't do
Feel me?
it,
Because
right.
you're
Do not
giving
do
them
it.
you. You're not. There's no. You be picky. Be picky with that shit.
Yeah.
You hear me? The rest of my life, my eternity,
That
nigga.
shit way too fucking serious.
So whether we getting married or whether we not getting married or we getting common law, or we whatever the fuck we doing, son, we gotta be like you said, they were flexible. We gotta be open. But I need a nasty motherfucker. All that other shit they said, friendship, compromise, understanding,
that
trust, all that
nasty.
shit is fine because, like you said, they got a lot of marriages that niggas ain't fucking or people are freaking going crazy or like maybe your styles have changed, maybe your tastes have changed, maybe y'all need to do the fucking open marriage thing, maybe y'all need to do some swinger shit, maybe y'all need to have a fucking threesome. I don't fucking know, son, but all I know is right now marriage is what, even less. It was like 10 years ago, it was like less, like it's the stats are going down.
Steadily.
So the way that we're currently doing things apparently is not the best way to do things. So I know when I'm getting my marriage, if we get married, though, our vows, our contract with each other is going to be very unique.
Very personal.
Yep.
Very
That's what I
personal.
said.
It's going to have to work for us. Fuck what your mama
Yeah,
and them say.
fuck
Fuck what anybody got to say
whatever
about our
the fuck.
shit.
Right.
We gonna have a clear understanding on what
Of
we
what the fuck
doing
is happening.
together because we're besties, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's y'all buying. That's
You hear
y'all.
me? That's
Yeah.
us. You feel me?
That's what we do.
That's
I don't, yeah, that's why I
what
don't
you like.
believe in the fucking whole marriage thing anyway.
The government do suck with that.
We could just have
Government
we
pushing
could just
that
have a
shit.
big ass party. I could tell everybody how much I fucking love you. You could tell everybody how much you fucking love me.
So
Y'all,
we
gonna
prayed
be
to God and
together.
said we married.
We plan on being together forever,
Like,
y'all. Let's celebrate.
it ain't
And
gotta
call it a day. I
involve-
don't need
yeah.
to sign a paper. I don't need to walk
Gotta
down
pay
the
a
aisle.
fee.
You don't have to put a ring on my
If I'm
finger.
committed to you,
I don't
that's
think.
it.
I don't feel. I don't
You're right.
understand that concept.
No.
The only time only time it matters is when motherfucker dying or motherfucker in the hospital.
But niggas
That's
do
why
that.
you
I
do
agree
But
with
they
that.
will.
Well,
Yeah, like
testament.
those things. Like we
So
like
but
shouldn't
that
have to
shit-
do it,
Right,
but
I
Love
feel
of my
like
life.
that shouldn't.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be something that should be
All
worked
the
out.
money I
That
want
it
out.
shouldn't matter. Because
I'm just saying that's the
a lot
only
of people
time
aren't even getting married anymore. Like you said, the rates are down.
they are.
Like,
People are
nobody
getting
really
divorces.
fucking with
People
it.
ain't getting married.
Right.
People are choosing different lifestyles.
That's just
And
not the style no more. So get rid of that shit. You know,
well, they need to have laws to support people who
Right.
don't choose that way.
that's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like that's what would be needed since so many other lifestyles are popping up and so many other choices are popping up. You can't just have the government support marriage only.
Right.
Especially when only 50% of us or 49% of us are still currently doing it.
Right.
So it's pretty fucked.
yeah.
Anything
Shit,
else?
you gotta get past the dating phase first, and guess what? Rell, the protagonist, is not here for it.
We don't even date right. I always say that. So it is what it is.
Right.
So how y'all feel about Serena?
My
Well,
dog.
I've been pissed off.
I've been
all
pissed off
fucking
all morning.
Kill it with
Son.
fire.
Son, I was at the
I've been
fucking
so
US Open. I would have
pissed.
been on the fucking
Son, I
court
was
and I would have
about
been
to-
walking that
oh my
fucking
God,
stand.
son.
Bitch, come
I
down.
felt the
because you was
tremor like
fucking
she
up.
wanted to fuck
Yes.
him up.
I was about to
I
cry.
wanted to jump through
I
that
was about to
fucking
cry.
fucking
That shit
Ooh,
pissed me
monologue.
the fuck off.
I ain't never got so pissed off so fast, son.
Son.
I watched the video 5 times.
Give me some context on y'all pissivity.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Serena lost to what's her name?
Some Japanese girl.
Osaka.
Naomi
Osaka,
Osaka,
yeah.
who's Haitian and Japanese, but she's representing for Japan, and she let these. I like that she let these niggas know. So you're Japanese, and she said, "Well, my dad's Haitian, so represent." So she let me know. Look, I'm playing for Japan.
baby.
I'm still black. You hear me? And she was so amped to go against her idol Serena, and in this match. Notoriously, bruh, people was the referees, the judges, whoever was calling calls on Serena that was fucked up, was coming at her neck. She started having issues and
Bitch-ass nigga.
really defending herself to the unfair treatment that she's really been getting her entire career.
Seriously.
Period. Unfair treatment all across the board.
entire
Like this
space.
situation just feels like her finally being like, you know what? Fuck y'all niggas. Like for real. Like she just really had her little moment, but people are overhyping it as Serena Williams has meltdown. Serena Williams costs herself the and
They always want to go with it.
and there's also now
Let me just put.
there's darkness on old girl's victory now too, because a lot of those calls were such bullshit that kind of cost Serena the match that we don't really get to see what would have transpired.
No, that's not true. No,
That
that's
is
not
true.
That's not true. That little girl beat the shit out of Serena.
No, son, but they say
No,
no.
son,
But in
you gotta watch the
majority,
tennis
no,
match.
in majority of Serena's matches, she start going hard in the last
No,
fucking
you can
rounds.
beat that- no,
Yes,
that
she
girl
do,
beat her,
son.
fair and square.
Son.
That one game-
I think
one
that is
game
a-
didn't
that is a-
affect
son,
the
that is
whole round.
fair.
I ain't saying it don't affect the whole round, though, but the match was ended earlier than most Serena matches, and most Serena matches she come from the back, son. Yes, it fucking
Son,
did. Yes,
that
indeed.
girl
Nigga.
Dog, that girl beat Serena, son. That girl
Son.
was better in that moment, son. That one game, son.
She had a lead. She had a lead. Serena also had penalties, and like I said, on the context of how Serena game usually go from what I've been fucking seeing, son. She come back at the end, dog, and we even get to see that because of those fucking calls. And I would want to see a straight up situation. That's why the chick was getting booed so fucking hard. She got booed and getting her goddamn and I'm like, damn, that's so fucked up. It's not even like it don't feel legit. It feels like they got this taint on it. And I wish they could just have a fucking match without them referees calling them calls, so it could just be boom.
You
heard me?
Like they was calling her from the side, talking about she was cheating. It started with the suit. The black suit.
From games prior.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the rule they put in place for the U.S. Open. And at the actual game, the actual U.S. Open, they were saying that she was making illegal calls with her coach on the sideline.
Side coaching.
Yeah, because they say he gave her a fucking thumbs up or some shit like that.
But asterisk. That's based on certain umpires because in the match of tennis, that call doesn't really go. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it, most people don't. So it's more like when you feel like calling the call.
And they wanted to call it on fucking Serena.
Of course they wanted to. They had it out for her from the fucking beginning before she even got to the fucking match.
Her entire career, she gets more drug tests than anyone else. They the way they come at Serena in this fucking game, dog, is ridiculous. Keep going, baby. It just trips out of anybody.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The bees and the fucking undies in the back. They didn't like. They didn't like the way the fuck she grunted on the fucking game. What the fuck?
Damn.
How the fuck you gonna tell me how to fucking play my hell during the fucking game? You fucking dumbass.
That's over the top, yeah.
I just
the way I see it.
Accuse this girl of cheating mid match. You in the game? You gonna tell me I'm cheating? When do I cheat?
U.S. Open. I'm giving my fucking all. You pull me to the side to tell me that I'm fucking cheating. I never cheated a fucking day in my life. I almost lost my life last year because of my fucking child. Yeah. Now I'm playing even harder. You gonna tell me I'm fucking cheating? All the fucking work that I've been putting in, you gonna tell me that I'm fucking cheating? No, fuck you. Apologize to me.
Fucking right.
And then they gave her a call for that.
Right. And now you want me to go back and play my fucking hardest? You got me all the way fucked up now because I can't tell you how I feel.
And then they got the people who could say her mental game was. I don't want no taint, dog. There's taint on this fucking match. I want them two to be to just go at it. No taint, dog. It's fucked up that there's taint here, dog.
Y'all think they're gonna play again?
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna
Serena
gonna
mollywop her.
We gonna see the part 2. We
gonna see the part 2. I think they're gonna fucking.
Because and they both were very gracious with each other. It's just everything else around them.
They're gonna be fine.
Mike and say, y'all look, she won the game. Stop booing.
Stop fucking booing.
Don't boo. We not gonna do that. We just gonna celebrate. We did it. We came here. It's okay. We got this. We gonna figure this out.
Yeah. I feel like another black girl won anyways.
Right.
And honestly, like even though like all this shit. Even though all this happened, like it still doesn't take anything away from her though. Like, she's still the fucking best ever. You know what I'm saying? She's still a champ. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still.
They need to leave her the fuck alone. Yeah, they need to leave her the fuck alone.
Even more as haters. That's all.
Right.
The thing is, the U.S. Opens. I think there was a problem already that it was like the second year in a row that the semifinals and finals were all black women. I think that was a problem from jump as well.
That's why they like to push on her being Japanese.
Right.
Yeah.
They kept pushing she's Japanese. A lot of people don't even know that she's half black.
No. I mean, you can fucking tell.
No, I mean when they just read the stories. I've been seeing people on Facebook say like being surprised, like, "Oh, she black." I'm like, "Mother, you ain't been."
I said Naomi.
I'm about to say like she got a black name and then a Japanese name.
Osaku, and she had to tell him she's like, "I live in Florida now." Like it was so funny. Like this girl is like, "I'm just playing for them." Like that's what it comes down to.
When she won, they was like, "Yeah, bring out the sake."
Charming.
Charming.
Stupid ass white.
I'm like, you stupid bitch.
Bring out the sake.
Like,
really?
In your schools and in your workplaces.
I'm gonna bring out the sushi and the fucking ninjas too. Fuck.
Is good for fire.
I mean, we just cracking all these lame jokes now. I mean, remember the Reverend told Ariana Grande, I thought she was a Taco Bell.
Awesome.
Fucking food item.
Like, nice.
Like, boy, fuck you.
Hey, son.
Great timing.
That'll be my ribbon line on the block. Get your whole Taco Bell name head ass.
Yeah, on the block at like 13, nigga. Like you a fucking esteemed reverend that's supposed to be hosting this event for the world, and you cracking lame ass Taco Bell.
During times like this when we building walls and shit and separating children from their families.
Christ.
You make a name about this Italian lady.
Italian girl.
That has nothing to fucking do with us. Don't put that on us. Ain't no we in that shit. That was Donald Trump and his fucking people. I have nothing to do with that shit.
That's they mans.
That's y'all people.
That's they mans.
Get you a man.
Get you a man.
What's up?
She should have confused them as Mace as a comeback. She was like, and I just love that album. Welcome back.
That'd have been too good for him,
That'd
though.
been too fucking racist. Like,
That'd have been, man, son. It's just a trip watching the news, man. Like, there's so much shit happening in Black Girl Land. I mean, like, Nicki and freaking Cardi B, Faith Evans and Mary J.
No, wait, no, I heard
Like,
that's
so
not true.
that's a rumor,
It's not
though.
true.
I heard that's not true.
So, right. I didn't think that was true. Yeah.
Speculation.
And the thing with Cardi B and Nicki,
I
that
saw
fight
the
was
video.
it was tea, but all it was confirmation that the beef is real. There
Right.
was nothing more than that.
Right, because they've been trying to make that shit subtle as fuck for the latest. Like, Nicki would be like, oh, I don't have no beef, but she'll say some shady
I didn't have the
shit.
script to get the pole position.
Yo, I heard that shit for the first time yesterday. And then Cardi, she'll be like, oh, ain't no fucking beef, or she act like she ignored it, but she'll throw some fucking slang or something like that. And apparently it just went too far this time.
Yeah, you know, at a point, everybody got their breaking point. Like you say, look at Serena with her breaking point. Cardi B just had her goddamn breaking point.
Serena doesn't have breaking points. Serena is fighting for causes because every time she clicks out, it's for a reason. It's not a breaking point. It's really like, no, this is my standing for justice. And that's what she said in the interview is that I'll keep fighting for women. So it wasn't a breaking point. It was like, no, nigga, I'm standing up in this moment because right now you're doing this wrong and everyone has to see this.
But she doesn't do it. But the reason why I'm calling it a breaking point is because she doesn't do that every game.
No, but you do with that because every game they ain't fucking her over.
I mean, I'm just saying is
But the
she
games
don't.
where
She
matters
don't.
like this, they fuck Serena over.
But
Every
been times where she's taken that shit and kept going.
She's been like,
You hear me? That's why it's news this time, and they're calling it a meltdown this time because that's why I'm saying she
Some people say it's a meltdown. I say it's Rosa sitting on the fucking bus.
Oh no, son, no. I'm saying the media is calling it a meltdown, and most of us in Black America is like, leave that girl alone. She even said herself, when niggas in games and fucking basketball or whatever say something to the motherfucking ref, they don't make it a news story that this nigga's having a meltdown.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they doing all that, but what I'm saying is, in this moment, you saw Serena being like, fuck the games. Boom, you gonna apologize to me. You hear me? This shit ain't right. To me, that is a certain level of a breaking point. I ain't say she going crazy. You hear me? I'm just saying we seen these women, these instances, not playing the game. Cardi ain't playing the game in this instance after we've been seeing her play the game for a minute. You hear me? And I'm kind of, in a way, I'm kind of proud of both of them. Like, yeah, nigga, fuck these people. Fuck these games.
No matter what you want to call it, they just speaking their fucking mind now. You know what I'm saying?
Human.
Like, bluntly.
But if I was Cardi, I would have done the same thing.
I would have done the same thing too.
I would have came out that fucking down.
Wait, we don't really have real proof that Nicki talked about the child. The only real proof is that she would like other people's things who would talk bad about her child.
That's exactly what I said. I said, where's the statement that Nicki herself came out of her mouth and said?
But no,
I still think it's petty that you like other people's shit that say she
Cardi B knows something we don't know.
Exactly.
That girl ain't just flip for no reason after so long of chilling. They got conversations that happen that we are not privy to that she didn't got that built this.
Right. I had made a comment saying that
Nicki was doing it to her.
Her back, like trying to stop some of the shows, trying to pull, trying to bull, trying to tell people not to accept her and everything. Like she said,
that sounds like a pattern.
Charlamagne said Nicki said came at him about some shit too.
She did the same thing to Cardi.
And that's why Cardi stepping up.
So I'm saying even this.
But even that's not even the whole fucking story. Cardi been knowing shit about fucking Nicki Minaj. The shit just been building and building.
Shit that we don't know.
Right. And that's why she put the fucking shoot. Because she was like, bitch, I'm sick of you. Bitch, I've been trying to keep it subtle. I've been trying to keep it cordial and shit. Like, I see you in public. Cool. I do my fucking thing. You do your thing. But bitch, you keep sliding shit over. And you know what? Fuck that. I'm not going to let shit slide no more.
That's it.
What's good? You saying you a hood bitch, you go do this and that. What's fucking good? On site. Like she said, on fucking site. And she said, on site.
On site. We're on site.
I said,
on site what, bitch? These dresses. Come on, let's fight.
I said they meet up somewhere and they look in
Gotta be
between
quicker than that.
Wait,
Gotta be quicker than that.
She from the Bronx. They should meet up. I know they got a spot, and they just have it out.
Nah.
Fuck it up, yeah.
Nah.
That's not gonna happen.
That was Chris Brown and Soulja Boy shit there. I swear.
That shit was so stupid.
That was a whack as shit.
I wanted to see them actually fight though. I really did.
I like saying Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, go ahead.
That was funny. That's what crackheads fight.
I know he's gonna rumble up on some bullshit.
So Nas finally came back at Kelis, because remember Kelis came out recently saying that Nas was beating up, getting all drunk, and Nas he came back with his own statements, and it's a lot.
Damn,
But he,
all
Damn.
and he basically saying like, nah, bro. He said, what's this? Is this part one? The price I paid to see my son and Podgy. What? It's buku shit with him basically saying nah, and that Kelis been tripping. Kelis crazy. She be attacking them and et cetera, et cetera. And it's very good to hear both sides of a story, and I'm now gets to the point where okay, where's the truth in this? There's always three sides. He said, apologies in advance for the typos as I'm speaking from the heart as a man who has had enough. Today I got a call from Essence about my ex-wife doing another sad, fictitious story. Nothing surprises me anymore, including this. This is what your life has come to, sis. Exploiting some people's real...
sis? Nah, I said sis. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what you're doing, sis.
But you know when Nas says it, he actually means my sister.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
But you say sister.
He said
That says
sis.
sis. When you make it sis, that's when it's like a little shady boots with it.
Hey, bro.
Oh my God.
Exploiting some
Sis.
people's real struggle and pain just to get at me, to get attention, fame, another fight against men. We are a human family and we should be better examples for our son. Why is there even an issue for me to have time with my son? A son needs his father. So many absentee fathers out here. Now here I am being attacked by your accusations simply because I got us in court to help fix this custody matter. Why did I have to take you to court to see our son? Why when I win the joint custody, which is a win for both of us and our son, it helps us both of our schedules. Why do you feel that is an attack on you? Is it control? Why do you need to have... My God, these motherfuckers be coming out with their entire life.
Right?
Like,
Right.
niggas would not know that much about me.
Because you have a paint, you have a picture of yourself. And when you change up your paint, you gotta get back. Like, no, dog.
So, no, I'm saying even to Kelis, like, man, some of that shit, bro, y'all gotta keep
Did
to
he
yourself.
talk about any
Yeah.
of his new album?
He has...
Kelis could be crazy, though.
Did anybody listen to it?
I listened to Nas' album like once. I don't remember much of it.
Wait,
I ain't gonna lie.
which one?
Everybody need to listen to it no times or they listen.
But I don't think he even spoke on Kelis on his fucking album. Because that would have been a headline. It would have been Nas speaks on Kelis on new album. And the guy go listens because that bitch flop. Let me see if there's anything new in this. I'm a mild-mannered, God-fearing, very fair human being. Well, Nas, humility. Who tries his hardest to please everyone. It's my nature. I've seen this too many times before, and there's times I thought Kelis, my ex-wife, was not this type. This is the type of antics that deceive people and people mistakenly call it strong. Seems like I always had more belief in you than you do for yourself. I instill strength in my daughter, who you are already so jealous of and treated poorly. Being jealous and verbally abusive to a little girl. He going in. He talking about, he's saying how much of a chill parent he is. He's saying you doing all this crazy shit trying to control my life because we not together. He said he talking, she been calling this man a woman beater for a good minute now. And a drunk. Damn, he got boo. I ain't about to read all these things. Oh my God. Damn, I thought that it's so many that he has to name them as part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. It's trapped in the Nas closet.
Part 5?
I can't.
Oh my, part 5. He has a part 6. Part 6 isn't as long. Part 7. He has 7 parts.
God damn.
God damn. Boy, of course his deep ass would have 7.
I feel like the reason why it took so long to respond because he had to pull it through this person's editing. Like everybody was just editing. Like maybe you should just say this and reword it.
Take that out now. Take that.
This stupid bitch right here.
You can't call us.
That probably was just the first one. It's like this stupid bitch. I ain't fucking hit her ass. She need to leave me the fuck alone. No, we're gonna word this nicely.
So
we need to retool this whole thing.
I should call her stupid, huh?
Nas, you're a poet, bro. You're a poet. You should be better than this. But fuck that bitch, my ex-wife. Because every time he bring up her name, he puts my ex-wife right behind it.
The name that now
My
should be spoken.
ex-wife.
Like I fucked up and the fuck up that I have to constantly remember.
I have to keep reminding myself. My ex-wife.
She came out in that lime green dress. I knew that.
I bet you he ain't getting married no time soon. Yeah, I mean, most people I know that get divorces be like, well, even they be like, I ain't doing that no more.
I cursed my life with it. I ain't going back no more. A lot of women like that.
See, I'm glad him and Nikki was in together long enough.
That's probably
Nikki be trying to act like they weren't together now.
Because she make her booty.
She said we just was kicking it and we was cool. I'm like, but at one point you was kind of claiming this nigga. Man.
Right.
Man, look.
Wasn't
Nikki's
supposed
fake.
to be shit together?
Huh?
Like, wasn't Emma and Nikki supposed to be together?
Nah, that was a rumor that he smashed.
That
was a rumor
I
he
feel like they
smashed.
wasn't fucking each other right. That's why they so better now. Like,
he did say that they go together on stage.
Who?
Eminem.
You gonna believe Eminem?
No.
Nah, bro.
You wanna fuck with
They got some people who love him.
He's a great rapper and all, but ew.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
That's not me. I'm
He's
sorry,
a
y'all.
pasty
If,
white
if,
boy.
if that's what you like, do you?
I mean, early 2000 Eminem. I mean, some of the girls was loving his shit, especially white girls.
I'm sorry, Machine Gun Kelly. This was.
Ew.
Oh, that
You
that's
look like a
horrible.
fucking straw too. I'm sorry.
Well, on the flip to that shit, what about that white lady officer that walked up in the crib and killed that black man?
That bitch should be stoned, put under the jail.
Burned at the stake.
Like, she should be
Guillotine,
treated
huh?
like a fucking witch. Especially when she had
She's a witch.
Because at first the story was she just drunkenly walked into the wrong spot and killed the person there. Then we find all this other information of like they got pictures together. They may have used to be dating. They might have had some situation. There's all this speculation.
Wait, they got pictures together?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So ain't
I
no
didn't know
random
that.
like you went up in this man's spot. And,
Oh fuck. Nah, she's gonna fry.
There's people that say that he gave her that, put that pie out on her and then don't fuck with her no more. And she had without a jealous rage.
That killer.
You know what I'm saying?
Speculation.
That's a speculation.
It's speculation, but it sounds like she's gonna
There's
fry regardless.
Also, a video of the nigga like kind of like trying to come down the stairs.
What video of what?
Of like your boy that got shot. What's his name? I want to say his name. What's his name? Let's say his name.
Well, here go the story. Let's see if his name pop up. Dallas police said Friday that they're seeking a warrant for manslaughter against one of their own after an off-duty officer entered the wrong apartment in her building and killed a man who was inside. Police Chief Renee Hall said a blood sample was drawn at her request to test the officer's drug and alcohol levels, and we are in the process of obtaining a warrant based on the circumstances. She said at a news conference, blah, 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 blah. Investigators are working as vigorously and meticulously as we can to ensure the integrity. She's just talking about the case. I want to know about these people. Further details surrounding the death of Bottom Shem John.
All right, Bottom Shem John. Rest in peace, brother.
26-year-old native of the Caribbean island of St. Lucia were not immediately provided. Yeah.
So he had to kill a dick. That's all.
That's what y'all just said. He had that good.
The Caribbean, huh?
It's like,
Lining up, baby.
They swinging around like a rope, huh?
This time it worked against itself.
But there's so much like speculation of like how like it would come the video of that did she break into this nigga apartment? Did she scream that? There's a video that hears her yelling. Got this nigga walking down the stairs like as he shot and shit, trying to survive.
This is sounding more and more like just straight up.
It's a murder.
A murder.
And the
Just
fact
a
they call it
raging
manslaughter,
murder,
the fact they
dog.
call it manslaughter is the fact they put it at the lowest level.
Right, like they
That
just trying to protect her
that
as much
barely
as
even
it's
gives intent
possible.
to their life.
And it's only because she's a fucking cop.
White
You know what I'm saying?
woman. White
But
woman. Cop.
White woman
also,
cop.
yeah.
White woman cop. He's like she has
Nah.
everything working
She's
for
a
her.
cop, yeah, right.
And she's blonde.
Only way to make her the next level is she was a man.
Bruh, no,
She would have been a
bro.
white man, blue cop.
I feel like a white, but
self-defense.
people will give a white woman more sympathy than even a white man.
Yeah.
Like white men rule the world, but white women get that sympathy
They get
like
that
that.
sympathy.
Against black men, they do.
No,
In
against
general.
anybody.
In general.
White
In
women.
general.
Period. They
A
get
white
off-
female's tear can fucking kill anything and bring anything back to life.
Ooh.
That thing go,
Ooh.
all that sympathy, we like it. It
The
more
white
than
woman's
them.
tear. That is like this magical fucking like force of nature. Yeah, bottle that shit. That shit's a fucking $1 billion a drop. You heard me? Ooh, shit. You said some shit.
Harry Potter ain't got nothing.
Ain't got none on that shit. You said some shit. Quote that.
Boy,
The
that
white
touched my
woman's
soul when she
tear.
said that, because that's the
Ooh.
truth. That is the
That is
truth.
gospel truth. Danger. Fuck.
Collection plate.
Yeah,
Man.
they get away with the world, dog. And it's just so trippy that they started when she walked in this. Like these niggas just could kill us. Like straight up.
At will.
At will.
They get killed at will.
In his
At will.
house.
How you
He
want
got
me
nothing
to-
wrong, no warrant.
We can't chill in my crib. He in his crib. Like nigga, like and that's what kills me about cops. They get a half their ass talking about why fuck you, Colin Kaepernick, why don't people trust us, bitch? Because of stories like this.
I have never dated a white chick. Never fucked a white chick. This is not helping.
Nigga, no, how about
At
this
all,
on top of
dog.
that? I've never dated a cop. Don't think I want to date a cop.
Right,
This is
dog.
not helping.
Yo,
It's not helping, dog.
this sounds like a whole random X of fly in this
It really does, but that's not even the fucked up part because my boyfriend is white.
Well, can you go ahead and do your thing, baby?
Do your thing,
Right,
baby.
that's fine.
It's just
Not all white people just know that. Like if I had
Right,
a white
it's true.
girlfriend or a cop girlfriend, they would hear my mouth a lot about their kind.
right. Yeah, my boyfriend, he hears me like go to fuck off. Every time a little black boy gets shot,
Mm-hmm.
I cry and he's there to console me and everything. But like these days when shit like this happen, I come home and I just look at him and I'm like, you lucky, I love you.
He'll just make himself scarce around that time.
Make yourself scared.
Like, hey, you alright? You about to go to sleep? You took a bath yet? You want me to bring you some bad water? You need something to eat? You sure?
Fix all your favorite food.
You want some ice cream?
And get lost.
You sure? Alright.
We've been together for 4 years.
4 years, man.
4 years. We've been together for 4 years. Because I can't get rid of him.
True.
So, and I'm just like, this is hard as fuck right now, but because I love you, I can do this.
Yeah.
But if this was like we just started dating, that nigga would have been like, bye. I can't do this, sir. This isn't. It's not my lifestyle right now.
Why?
Because I'm just not I'm only attracted to white women, and very few of them in the sense of fucking. And also, I do that in spite of slavery. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a
Joseph.
I'm saying I'm down. You brought me down.
Joseph.
She says you brought me down.
On the cloud.
Listen.
Water.
Me fucking white women sometimes it's like a payback to them, like to myself for the black culture.
Oh, that's what the white man trying to do us.
Yeah, he tried. I'm succeeding. I'm gonna fuck them over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make them kiss my feet and shit. And then
Get
I'm
a
gonna
life.
Yeah,
Fucking life.
Yes. But I don't really fuck white people too much like that anyway, though, because I don't really know too many white people.
I'll fuck with any race, but I think inherently I would just rather date a black woman because it cuts out the me having to explain shit.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like there's certain things that me and my black girl know as a
I think
a
that
quick
is my
look, we get it,
fundamental
baby.
thing. Yeah.
Got something to say. What does the earth have to say?
My boyfriend is the whitest motherfucker I know. He knows nothing about black culture, and he's not a wigger. He doesn't try to fucking know.
He's just white.
He's just himself.
And I like that. Just be white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you came from the hood, fine, but if you didn't, just be you.
Be
Where did he come
real.
from? Like what kind of white does he come from?
Kenner white boy.
From like not the rich neighborhood, but also not the hood where people the first time buy your home shit. So whatever. Since his mom came from shit, like she had a really hard life. But niggas.
But I say I'm hearing two voices. What's happening?
But you don't know what we had gave him a test the other day.
Oh no, that wasn't the test. That was a fucking fun ass arcade game. Does he know?
She called it test arcade.
I had he knows the Isley
The Isley
Brothers.
Brothers.
Shaka Khan. That's when we.
Yes.
Y'all black quiz them? Y'all black knowledge quiz them?
Okay.
And
Black
one
check
of the
that
songs
man.
he's
It's
giving
really
them.
fucking funny because he knows nothing.
No,
I'm like Smokey Robinson.
Oh.
Damn.
I don't. Okay, Aretha Franklin. Ooh,
I
okay,
know,
that's
I know.
respect, right? Okay, all right, I know her. Okay, what else we told him? He didn't know the Isley Brothers. He didn't know. He knew Prince, of course. Everybody knows.
He didn't know Biggie.
He didn't know.
Oh, what?
That's what started. We was watching Luke Cage, and they put the Biggie sign back up. Mariah.
Of course, the Biggie
Luke
picture,
put the
yeah.
Biggie sign back up.
Pause. They were watching Luke Cage. This black ass superhero show.
Oh, yeah,
Keep going.
Black guy was fighting
He
with
will
that
watch
guy.
it. He
No,
watches it.
no,
Yeah.
Watches that.
He
Yeah,
watches
that's-
No, I'm just saying it's hilarious if that's what you was watching. Most people who like
That's why-
superhero shit gonna watch all
See, and
superhero
that's
shit.
something that was important because we click on something
On that level,
and
right.
we can
Right.
watch that shit and actually have really good conversations. But
Right.
we were watching Luke Cage and he put the Biggie sign back up and I was saying, and I had probably started singing the song and he was like, "Yeah, who sings that?" And I said, "Biggie." He was like, "Who is Biggie?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" I was like, "Do you know who Tupac is?" He said, "Never heard of him." I couldn't have.
Oh my
Damn.
No, actually, by the time I got into the game, it was, do you know who Tupac? Oh, I do know who Tupac is.
Okay.
And he named,
No,
he had
I
named the
think he
most
Googled.
random ass movie that Tupac was in.
No, okay,
He
so
only
the
knew the Tupac
Tupac
movie.
that he named was the fucking All Eyes on Me, the one that the biopic that just came out a few years ago.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that was a
That
reference?
trash.
Poor guy.
See, that's and it's just
Oh, he knew.
and that's a freaking conversation on whiteness, man. Like you cannot know shit about us, but we gotta know everything about y'all
Every
shit.
fucking thing. He don't know shit, but that's another thing about my boyfriend. He don't really know shit about them either. He really is. Like he's really self-absorbed. Like he was sick at one point in his life, so he didn't really have time to fucking deal with that shit. He used to sell drugs at one point, so he still didn't really have time. He really kind of just blended with everybody.
Yeah.
He kind of got in where he fit in. He's really fucking awkward though, because he's still antisocial. But you know, I fucks with him.
That's what's up, son. That's what's up, son. But you know, I see your privilege though, homie, son, because they got shit like.
He sees it too.
You're good.
He sees it too.
Good.
Anytime that it's been used, like we talked about.
And he has to see it dating a black woman.
Oh yeah.
So he's self-aware.
He's very self-aware. He appreciates the fact that he dates a black woman, not in like a oh my god I want shit from you. But I appreciate you. Like I know what you go through and whatever. I appreciate you still letting me in. You know, to be this person in your life or whatever.
And just imagine all the shit you could show him. He don't know everything, smoking all that, but when you put him on that shit,
he puts me on shit too. And I'm like, okay, that's cute.
My man's is now listening to Kendrick Lamar.
Sure is.
Everybody.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, he
Wow.
said, yo, we gonna come to your house one day. He gonna be wearing a do-rag and stuff.
Oh, got the Nikes.
I'm turning him into a wigger. That shit is not happening. When we first got together, he was just worried because this was our first time being in an interracial relationship, both of us. And he was like, you know, I come from a different world, you come from a different world. I want to get to know you and I want you to get to know me type of shit. And so that's the type of shit I'm into. So he was like, okay, I'm going to check it out. Because we could never, like, name a song that we liked in common at all.
Were any of y'all ever been in interracial relationships?
Nope. Close.
Just mixed people?
I mean, yeah, what? Probably mixed, but...
No, I mean actual... Right. I mean...
No, not straight. No. Not straight. The answer is no.
Why isn't being in a relationship with a mixed person not an... I think that is interesting.
Depends on culture, I'll give it that. That's dependent upon the culture they into. Because if you... But I'm just saying, if you black and white and you grew up in the black culture, you black. I will. If you date my nigga over there, I won't say you're in an interracial relationship.
Right.
Yeah, you just dated a whole nigga out here.
They grew up. They seem more close to their like white side.
Yes, but if you see us together, you look like
they're
white, but she black. That's
right.
In a relationship.
Somebody online, I had some. What did this dude ask? He was talking about he looked blacker than Joe, and he mixed. But he mixed with three things: it's black, white, and something else. And his question on Facebook was, how come he couldn't identify as white? And I'm looking at his nigga ass nose. I just want to say, because that nigga ass nose of yours in this country, son, sorry, white privilege does not carry on to your mixedness. Nope. Also,
there is a privilege though, but
there is a privilege.
Not white privilege.
There is a privilege to being light skinned. There's a privilege to some of that mixed shit. But the specificity of what white privilege is and the power in whiteness in America, that does not carry over to, especially a mixed nigga that is mistaken to be black, just straight up black, very regularly. So when I saw him ask that question, I just wanted to ask him why are you asking this? Like, because how could you How could you pass for white and you don't even look white? Like you light skinned, but you look like some red nigga. Like you don't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like Joe look Hispanic, but he still don't look white to me. They got cats that look.
I'm not Hispanic.
Yeah, you're not Hispanic.
I'm not Arabic.
Yeah, so but you look like all these things. You look like a bunch of minorities to me. If you sat in front of my face, I would say that's the white man. You hear me? And this guy looks less Arabic, Hispanic than you. And I'm like, what about like? But he's obviously having an identity issue because he, I guess, is tempted to want to check that white box. But I'm like, I just want to be like, why?
Because at one point though, you do have an identity issue. You know, by being mixed, you gonna have an issue because it is a part of you that it's not in a sense like white, because like, but it is like because it's white. There's some kind of like culture that it comes from. Like if you have American white in you, then yeah, you really don't have too much culture. But if you mix like I'm mixed, where like your father is white, but he comes from a whole other country, you know what I'm saying? The culture they have in their kind of white land, it's somewhat in my bloodline.
Where's your dad from?
Hungary.
I feel like no matter what kind of white they're mixed with, that happens though. Even if it's not like Italian, Hungarian, what's the redheads? Just
like all that
Irish, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
like I think most mixed people in general just have this, especially when they black and something, for what not have this. Like you said, because I remember when you went through certain issues with it a few years ago,
and that was also issues I was dealing with my father as well.
But I feel like
who I was.
you gonna have those issues. Like I think you was having those issues even before with the father. Because remember that article with them 2 red niggas that was talking what they was talking about. I gotta find it, but it was like we talked about on the podcast too. But it's a thing that people talk about this, and it's an interesting thing when I hear you talk about it. When I see somebody online struggle with it, and it's like our country's fault because all the power that we put into all of that. That's the kind of way like separates us. Because I love culture. I ain't gonna never be like, I'm always gonna be like, I'm proud to be black. I love black culture. Fuck y'all if y'all got a problem with it. Right. But it's like there's this pulling, I guess, to a degree that happens with some of y'all, some mixed people that like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say they want to be white, but it's this something about that whiteness that I won't ever understand.
Because it's something about not fully being accepted in either side.
In either side?
So you really trying to find a place to belong. And some people I know that's mixed take the one side only, and that's a mixed side. They don't even say they're either race. They're like, I'm mixed.
That's becoming more and more prevalent.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause niggas don't feel comfortable on either side. Niggas feel more comfortable on the black side than the white side, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
You're colored.
Right. When the lines get drawn in the sand, you will not be on the other side.
Right.
You know
right.
If you are, it's only for work purposes.
Or fucking, which
but
is
black
work
people
purposes.
on that side, had, for the most part, through at least my life, had made it hard to be black.
Mm-hmm.
I had to fight for my blackness.
Ignorance.
Physically, mentally, and emotionally. I had to fight for my blackness.
And they do that to light-skinned black niggas.
Yeah.
And so I know it had to be worse for actual mixed niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because light-skinned black niggas get that bullshit.
Well, why is that though? Because there's this dude on Instagram named Pat D. Lucky. He's mixed. His mom is white. I'm assuming his dad is black, but he looks white. Like you look at him, he a white dude, and he'd be like, "I'm mixed," and I'm just like, "Who the fuck cares? You white?" Every time you see that shit, and I'm just like, "Why are you like this?" And I don't understand, because I know a lot of black people who just like, "No, fuck that, you white." And I think it's because you still have that, if you light skin like that, you still have that privilege that we don't have. Yeah. Like you can say you're black, yes, your dad or your mom might be black, but you still can go sit there at the white table and get all the privilege. You can probably sneak in and get the privileges they getting too. Even though it's not the same exact, white
I
privilege.
can't speak for everybody, but that's a privilege that me and the people that I know don't want.
It's a deep-rooted Willie Lynch concept. Even though truthfully, Willie Lynch as a person did not exist. A lot of people think Willie Lynch was a real person. He really wasn't. But the concepts of where that came from is very true in our freaking in our community.
It's very evident.
And it's still lasting. That's why that's why if you're too dark, you still get your African booty scratchy, you're black, you're too dark, you get fucked with. You're too light, you get fucked with. Because it got this self-hatred, this self we going against each other shit that shouldn't be there. Like I say, everybody know a white Mike. If he was a light-skinned nigga, they might use white Mike. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why we do that? You feel me? Why do you have to fight for your blackness and you in this hood with me? Your mama look like my mama and look at your fucking nose. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it don't make no fucking sense. But these are things that it go back to the maturity level you were talking about earlier, Joe, of some people just ain't there. Or some people don't even know because ignorance.
Some people don't know.
Ignorance is a motherfucker.
Now, I already chosen the side. I just chosen to fight every day for it.
That's crazy, son. Our country is poison. Because it's all bullshit. Like,
well, how could you not even pick a side? How could you just be you? Because you're not just like, you're black and hungry.
Because I have no
connection to
any of that shit.
I
like
feel
I'm saying,
that,
and the thing is, I have no interest for a connection to that shit. Like,
you never thought about trying to go see like how far it went?
That could be an interesting part of yourself.
Because knowing who those type of people were, and run into the people that I related to, and talk to those people of like what kind of people and the things they come from, we don't have the same kind of mindset. How they think and how I think is two different levels. They think a whole other way than I think, and we'll never probably ever get along in the middle. We'll never come to compromise.
Because you met some of your siblings.
Right, and they were cool, but the thing is, they let me know, no, they on the other side of the land. They said they have their line drawn. And I could come on that side, but I gotta be on that side, and I'm never coming on that side. My side is always fighting the other side.
Right.
And I'm gonna take the other side too. Conceptually, let's say Joe did know his whole other side. This country already made the decision for him because if we get pulled over, cops might treat him nicer, but they gonna still whoop his ass just like they gonna whoop my ass because he a light skinned nigga and not pointy nose, blind or what have you, that make them feel safer when they look at him. They see their son, their brother, their nephew, or what have you.
Oh, don't let it be a dark skinned cop. That nigga beat you for all type of reasons of issues.
No, I'm talking about white people, but
I'm talking about white people. I'm talking about cops in general. Like when they beat my both of them, like
I hate black cops too.
Like being mixed, like being mixed. Dark skinned cops fuck with you harder, dog. But like, cause the issues.
A lot of the time they do, son. For real.
And I ain't even talking about. I just be like, I be so nice. I be extra nice to black cops. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm like, you black. You know what I'm saying? You know, mother, get your light skinned ass out of the cold. Mix it. Like niggas hand me up. You know, I'm like, well, damn, dog.
Same difference on the complete opposite side. So get your black ass in the car,
And that's
nigga.
what I'm
Because
saying.
they expected me to be more, just because I'm darker.
You're the
And it's
fucking
like,
animal.
for whatever reason, darks gets synonymous with aggressive. Like sometimes I'll be talking absolutely like normal, and this nigga start at 100, and I'm like, okay.
The
Well,
black
see,
or the berry?
When niggas gotta do that mix, I gotta really understand the privilege that they have that exists, and then they gotta understand what you do with it from there.
Yep, I think that's
But
privilege in
that's
general.
Vice versa, because what hit me about what you were saying about how your siblings had to draw the line, like I could think about my siblings. Me and my siblings don't have the same mind, so naturally I look different. I'm lighter. Like I have a different hair complexion. Like we look different, but we look the same. Like there's still very much so similarities, but that line that exists there, you know, for obvious reasons that will not remain on this podcast and will not be said. But that border of that color, even still in my younger years, I've got that a lot.
Right.
There was a line. And they were making it clear, like, yeah, you're this, and because you're lighter skin and you get, and I'm like, wait, I know that's a struggle, and I'm not gonna deny black, dark skinned women struggle against light skinned black women struggle, especially in film, especially in media, especially in social media, in theater, all of that, and all of the arts.
And get specific on our city too. New Orleans is colorism.
Yeah, it's real bad in New Orleans.
Colorism city, man.
So that, I guess that hit home for me, because that line, man, like even still to this day, and I'm 27, even still to this day, that divide that will never be what I'm trying to aim for, but I can't continue to be the glue. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we all need to understand each other's point of views and agree, and that's it.
Yeah.
And we need to be grown about it and just squash it and just say, look, that shit don't matter. We all getting killed out here.
Right.
Period. No matter what shade, like all of the old black women, 60, 65 years old, going to jail, being arrested.
That's why I be mad when I see ignorant people having children. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, you know what I mean? You already fucked. But damn, you gonna fuck the kid too?
Ignorance around like
Damn, shit, you procreated.
Because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck a kid up. You tell my kid something too. I'm going to fuck you up. I've already said if my kid came up with some homophobic shit or some racist shit, I'm driving to the school for that. So they come home and tell me, Billy said something racist. Shh, this is me pulling up. Fuck, I'm walking straight to the class. I'm fucking that kid up on site.
You gotta no, you gotta holler at the parent. I thought she said she's gonna fuck up Billy Paris. She said don't fucking up Billy.
The kid up. This is metal, motherfucker.
You want to be racist?
Consequences.
And tell your mama call me. She got a problem with it.
It's equal ass whipping.
Old school style.
Well, speaking of motherfuckers that need consequences, dog, you heard about George Zimmerman coming at Beyonce.
I didn't know things
That
bad for
that
her.
bitch wanna die so bad.
You said it first. You said it first. This nigga wants to die.
He wanna die.
He wants
You
to.
might as well just slit your wrist, son. Just give it
Dog, just kill yourself, bro. He is asking for the shit,
That
dog.
bitch wanna
That's
die.
that water.
Yeah, he got his death wish.
That is very
I didn't
Nigga got his
know
death
that
wish,
bad
dog.
for him. I just
Yes.
like, damn, he's gotten that bad for you.
Bruh.
My mama said that. My mama
Death
said,
wishes out here.
damn, baby, he really wanna go. He said
Yep.
he's gonna come soon, baby.
Talk
Right.
because it's like, okay, it all went down because, you know, Jay-Z did the documentary on Trayvon Martin, and you know, of course, he was the killer. So he was sending threats at both Beyonce and Jay-Z, and that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I'm like, but I'm sitting on top of everything, dog. Like, dude, the way that you got off, son, you should be quiet. You be so loud. Like, I'm so ready for somebody to get this nigga, son.
Dog,
Really,
eventually, son.
really, and then when you look at what y'all just said, you coming at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now you act like dog.
Yeah, like G.
Like, you are
I don't
just
speak with G.
Allegedly,
you got your arms out, bro. Like,
speculating
Speculating from off what his album say.
over these years.
That nigga so crack.
Let it out.
Sorry.
I ain't talking shit about Jay-Z. It's all opposite.
I don't know what Jay-Z do in real life, but from what the album say.
In his book.
Speculation.
And what he had with David Letterman.
Man, don't fuck with that man. It's my business to keep going.
Don't speak.
Ruthless crack dealers. Like, think about that shit. This nigga so crack.
In the 80s and 90s.
In the 80s and 90s.
Bruh, in the 80s and 90s. Oh my God.
Somebody on, because I know y'all song was so crazy.
And he was ruthless as a motherfucker.
Jay-Z shot his own brother. He sold crack to his mama.
Stabbed his own brother.
He shot his own brother, sold crack to his mama. Jigga come from a dark place. Don't talk shit to Jigga, dog.
You are crazy. You a crazy person.
Dog, you know them niggas hard up on everything.
Yeah,
This nigga is mentally unstable, son.
Them Tim niggas.
Oh my god, dog. But yes, and I just feel like, man, Zimmerman, can you just bounce? Like,
Oh, he will.
please, dog. Like, okay, like it's the truth. Jay-Z said in the line that y'all talk all this gangster shit, but how is this nigga Zimmerman still walking?
The man said X is dead. No, X is gone and Zimmerman
Is it still breathing or some shit? Like
the streets is dead.
Yeah, son, and that's some true shit. I'm not advocating for murder. I'm just saying, with all the people that get unjustly killed, to have this nigga not only do some unjust shit but pop off. Man, where y'all niggas at?
Beat him up or something.
Right, beat him up or
beat
something.
him up at least. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what all these rappers too, though. Because y'all be talking, and that I'm including Jay-Z with that. Well, George Zimmerman is still walking. Yo,
hold on. You can't include Jay-Z because then you like Jay-Z will kill him, and that's a multi-millionaire.
No.
Let's say specifically the Florida rappers. How about that? Because you got this man still. Don't he still live in Florida?
Yeah.
So how can you be a hardcore Florida rapper?
Duval, pull up, bro.
Yeah.
People talking about how they got all these people. I got a man to do this. I got a man to do that. Yo, you Jay-Z, you got a man to kill him. Do it.
Well, Jigga can't because now he's speaking Jigga's name. So
Exactly.
he's a
It's gonna
target.
implicate him.
He can't.
Now it's up to like.
He probably never could because he was doing a Trayvon documentary, so there's always gonna be a link. But I know what you're saying. Generally speaking, they got somebody out here who could. Ross, where you at?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Ross,
Jay-Z
nigga.
is not Ghost of New York, all right?
Oh man, Power came on today, y'all. Gotta catch that. But yeah. Well,
They just met a businessman in the daytime, sitting hit outs on niggas at night, saving the world. If Jay-Z was really doing this, I swear to God, dog, because he had the power to do that, to kill niggas at night and save niggas in the day.
Man.
so ladies, how would y'all feel about Boris Kojo being Ghost on Power?
That nigga too soft.
No.
Yeah, I feel like he cries.
well, Terrence Howard get away with crying as Lucius lying
No, but
And everything else.
and everything.
Here's the
Okay,
thing.
Terrence could do that because he has the acting stuff.
And he still swag.
Yeah, he can fuck it up.
And
but-
Terrence Howard's a real life super villain, I believe. I ever like see like the text between him and his ex-girlfriend or whatever.
No.
His baby mom.
Wait, no. He was. Oh no. I know. I remember one thing because I started calling my baby wipes Terrence Howard's because this nigga was like going off saying, and a clean bitch always gotta have baby wipes in their bathroom. How the fuck you don't have baby wipes in your bathroom? It's not that one.
No, fam. Like he's sitting.
Call your baby wipes Terrence Howard's, by the way.
He was sitting there talking to his. She just had his baby, man. And he was like, I will unleash this on you, and I was like, it was like some real super
Lucius lying.
super villain type shit. And I was like, that's some light skinned nigga shit.
That's the type of shit Lucius be saying on Empire though. I'll unleash the wrath of heck. Don't they just one scene on Empire just the other day, son? This nigga here, like I said on the podcast, I've been catching up on this corny ass show. He was so mad because Cookie was in trouble. He grabbed a thing of Jesus off the fucking post and started talking shit to Jesus. You heard me? Talking about like, yeah, you better do this and you better do that, or I'm gonna come to heaven and bring hell to you.
Really?
Amen. He said amen.
Really?
And then when Cookie talked to Cookie the next day, he like, yeah, I had to talk with God. We had some words. I'm like, no, this nigga's a psychopath.
He's a psycho.
He's a psychopath. So what if Terrence Howard is really him?
Yeah. Like,
So
I feel like
Terrence
Terrence Howard probably has the tears of a white woman in a bottle already.
He
already got it.
Bitch, he Rumpelstiltskin from fucking Once Upon a Time.
Oh, Rumpelstiltskin in
He got a
jail.
potion
I used to like that story.
He got that bitch got potions for
Just
days.
killing everything.
Oh man, let's stop before Lucius come for us. All right, y'all.
Right, he's fucking outside.
And that was the ETOUFEE of the day. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Bunch of random shit.
Oh,
man, yeah. So let's get to that Deli Dose America.
I'm a winner, the biggest little nigga, heaven delivered. Gonna be remembered forever. A fella fighting for better than living regular, hungry, broke, worshiping cheddar. I'm a nomad nigga, excelling over you settlers. I've had enough of just enough. Rather death and dust than I'm measuring up. I'm ready to bust. The only pipe addicted to pressure, cause I'm no nigga, I don't need no old woman, only power that I'm needing staring at me in the mirror. Cause I'm on my me, cause I'm on my me, bitch. Cause I'm on my me. Look, you can keep your credit, you can keep your help. Even if God ain't got me, then I got myself. Cause I'm on my me, cause I'm on my me, bitch. Cause I'm on my me. Look, and nigga that you know got a dream. And even worse, even more niggas got yours.
Alright. What's up? What's up? What the fuck is going on in America? What am I seeing?
So, you seen this story?
What am I seeing? What the fuck is this, ham? Grocery store worker accused of eating 9K worth of deli meat.
Boy.
Why? But why?
In what a span of time?
Yeah, it has to be. A grocery store employee was accused of nibbling. Great fucking writing, right? On three to 5 slices of ham nearly every day over a span of 8 years. Okay, my first question is, why are y'all sitting there watching this man do this for 8 years straight and nobody said nothing? Okay, like, come the fuck on.
This was. He been doing this for 8 years, right? And he pissed off the wrong person because they done seen this man do it.
It's like, you know what? Fuck this.
Paul eat a ham sandwich every day. Y'all better check them cameras. Paul get a ham sandwich every day. Get his
That's some bullshit.
How you get up 9K like that? Like how you like fathom like, all right? Because they say nibble. It's not like he made a sandwich. He like eat a little pieces as he chopping them off.
5 slices.
But it still rounds about to basically a sandwich. So if y'all to watch this nigga eat a sandwich every fucking day for 8 years,
on top of another, it's a 6-stack.
maybe this nigga really needed that shit. Like maybe he was poor. Like he's a grocery store employee. Like he ain't making too much fucking money.
And he probably does just like his little. You know how you do like horrible shit at your job?
Yeah,
You got those bad
right.
habits. Do you train somebody else while you doing those bad habits? Like, well, around this time they want you to do this, but see, all I do is this. This is what I do. We're not supposed to do it, but we're gonna do it.
From what I understand, fast food people and grocery store people eat shit all the fucking time.
That's what
We do.
Like,
I
Yep.
that is not out of the ordinary. So y'all gonna crucify this man for fucking ham? Like, fuck all of you bitches.
As long as we work that day.
No, son. We be eating them nuggets.
Fried shit. I didn't, matter of fact,
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't jack McFlurries.
You know what I'm saying? I done heard niggas making their own burgers, like, head first.
We used to
My
put
brother
eggs
used to
on
bring
the
home
Wendy's
Popeye's
grill.
biscuits, raw
And cook that
Popeye's
bitch
biscuits.
before that eggs there.
Subway gave me 3 bags of cookies, and I baked some bitches at home.
I stand by that. Somebody, like what Chelsea said, somebody had out for homie.
Yeah.
Cause dog, like you said, he working at a deli. Of course, them niggas is gonna be nibbling on the meat from time to
Everybody
time.
nibbling on the damn ham.
I mean, this seems like something that I expect happens at fucking spots with food. Niggas gonna eat some
You know
of
what
the
they
food.
expect to happen in
Right
there
now,
for 8 years.
So I feel like, cause I know this from working on retail. Nigga told hit me to the game of most stores in general don't look at the cameras unless they have to, unless something's stolen, unless an accusation happens. So half the time you can steal shit in front of fucking camera and niggas unless it's in the mall. Don't fuck with the mall, not the mall.
Yeah.
But like your average, like a Walmart or like a freaking certain stores, you can get away with that shit. So somebody obviously put this light on this man. It was like, look, I want this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
Ratted on this nigga and told somebody to check these fucking cameras, and that's messed up.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. They did more than say check these cameras. They went and investigated 8 years worth.
Yeah,
That's a
through
lot.
cameras. And
That's
then
a
watch
lot.
them in.
Some nigga got so mad he went into the detective room.
Yes, but I'm saying this. What I'm saying, check the cameras, and like you said,
Nigga, how you still have footage from 8 years ago? That shit should be gone.
nigga, it's look like a little grocery store. The grocery stores could keep it forever. You know what I mean? If it's not like, you know,
I mean, it
Now,
sounds like
imagine
it's
the
in small
grocery store
town
guy
America.
counting up every day, wondering why his ham stock a little low, like by 30%.
probably didn't even think about it.
No, like once he go back in the tapes, like when he
Yeah.
like and he's like, this been happening since 1998. He gets pissed off, like nigga, this nigga be eating all my ham. This is why my stocks been going down 10%.
Man, somebody, man, that's some fuck
For
shit.
9K,
fucked
you
up.
lost 9K.
That's
That
a
means
fuck
you
shit.
lost
Let this man have his sandwich.
And then you also watched him in real time for a little while to make sure he was still doing it. So
right. You had to
Hey,
watch
dog.
it completely through to be completely sure that
You
your
need to have
evidence
a video
was
for
absolutely
every-
You
factual.
probably even set that nigga
Yeah.
up. Here's some new ham, I got time.
I ain't got time.
Bitch,
I ain't had time either. Nope.
That's some
Nope.
vindictive ass coworker. They was fucking. You know what? I'm tired of his fucking ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Get him out now.
Now.
Right. I buy that.
Now.
I didn't give a fuck.
I would have just been like, say, bro, I heard this. You
Stop
do it again,
doing
you're
it.
gone. Right. Just
Gone.
stop. What's next,
You
D?
can take home when you leave.
They probably threatened his ass with that shit too. Like, bitch, you keep fucking with me. I'ma tell him you be eating ham. I'm telling.
I'm telling.
And they told.
Tell them.
You hear me?
Yeah,
They
I'm
told.
telling.
Everybody know I eat ham.
Damn.
That's
now you
fucked
eat
up.
rocks, nigga.
Kicking
Okay.
rocks. Yep.
So,
What's next?
what shit? Go. Awesome. Great.
Your type shit.
Great. Catholic priests abused 1,000 fucking children in Pennsylvania. Of course they did. Of course they did. But
why aren't we burning down these Catholic churches like the Nikes?
First question one.
Why are we burning
Question
down?
one.
Why these niggas ain't burning down their Ford trucks? Cause Ford supporting Cap too. But I digress.
College and shit.
Yeah,
Just passing college,
Listen.
taking them off. I don't know.
Dude, it's just fucking like, what's the specifics? Bishops and other leaders of the Roman Catholic Church in Pennsylvania covered up a child sex abuse. Was it covered up by more than 300 priests over a period of 70 years? Okay, so that's like decades and decades, and shit.
fam.
So I guess they're just saying like this is the total amount that they found in this area over a 70-year period.
years.
First
So
of
these
all,
are
it was going
generations.
on for that fucking right. That's generations. That's generations. That's like a culture that they fucking got over there.
Daddy was raped by
Like,
priests. My granddaddy was raped by priests.
You for real?
I fucking hate it though.
That's not even right. It's not right.
It's the cow.
It catalogs horrific instances of abuse. A priest who raped a young girl in the hospital.
Girls and boys.
After she had her tonsils out. I don't want to fucking read this shit anymore.
Nah.
A victim tied up.
That bitch about
Yo, I'll be
Man.
because I'll be crying for real.
Yeah, this shit is fucking ridiculous, dog.
No,
I'll
it's
beat
full
that
of
bitch
fucking
up.
priests right now.
Yeah.
I keep on telling people, dude, like,
But where's
this
the
should be
problem?
right under y'all fucking nose, like in your own churches, man. You gotta watch this shit,
But
man.
black people are the problem. You know what I mean? Like,
But
We
damn.
said that shit.
Y'all worry about
Black
niggas
people on my
kneeling.
Facebook been going
Yo,
so
the white
hard.
people at my job are the fucking biggest fucking shit starters. We have like, I work with 2 other black chicks, and the rest of my coworkers is white. Me and my other black coworkers, we be like, yo, y'all realize that all the shit starts and ends like it always just involves them.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
we have no fucking beef with each other.
Absolutely.
When we together, it's great.
Yes.
We have a great time.
Yes.
Like it's actually nice to come
Yeah.
to work.
Right.
Y'all have
But
black
we-
meetings at work?
We
don't have to.
Like,
We
we
exude that.
navigate towards each other
Right.
somehow, and we start talking. We
Right.
catch up on the day. Then
That's
we
it.
disperse.
And we disperse.
Properly.
That's
But
it.
it's always the fucking white people in the office, like with the fucking drama, and we just sit back and chill and be like,
Wow.
cool.
Wow.
Interesting.
I see.
Sips
Okay.
tea. Sips water.
Stop
And my
talking.
coworkers know, like your coworkers, that shit they be trying to pull. Like if y'all listen to our podcast, she'll know it was on her living wall. But don't put me in that shit. They know. Like don't come ask
Straight
me
up.
shit.
I unfriend your ass and block you. And you'll be crying figuring out why, and I won't.
And then they cry. What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know,
Why
because
at
guess
work?
what? That happened.
Because it's a fucking
And all
weapon.
3 of us was on the ship, and we was just like,
That is such a weird thing to see somebody crying at work.
What that boy Mac, you just said what it was. D-Mac just said because it's a fucking weapon.
It's a weapon, dude.
So,
we don't care though.
You're right.
You put yourself in this predicament. We would never do this to you.
Of course, we know that.
But see, I get in trouble because you crying to me. I really don't give a
I don't
fuck.
care.
Be like,
That's my face.
I be
Keep
like,
keep that attitude, please.
I laugh every
Give them
fucking time.
no room.
So,
Like, I-
sorry, there's no tears for this. You're a priest. Y'all are hundreds of priests, generations of priests. Which is it being taught? Is it being passed down? Y'all having secret meetings? Y'all like, yeah, we need to keep this in the family. Because you know what that puts me past? Oh, y'all must have sex with each other. Y'all have sex with each other?
Well, I mean, remember, this is
Like, y'all have no respect.
Pennsylvania. That's why all the like the Amish
True.
people and shit and all
Right.
that fucking off the grid type shit, like
Right,
riding
right.
carriages and shit.
Right.
Who knows
So-
what the
Maybe in
fuck they
Pennsylvania?
doing
Wow.
over
I didn't know
there?
that.
Yeah, that's in
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
That's in America.
Yes.
That's right.
Right
You
now.
can drive there and
Oh,
see
yeah.
that shit.
Only thing I guess I think about that is Philadelphia.
Like fucking electricity is a sin and all that type crazy shit. Fuck yeah.
So, wow, that's
Not
So-
a shocker.
So on a less than fucked up note to end off this Dangerous America, everybody gonna
Please.
get one, man. They had this thing that went around Facebook from Drika Gates. Ladies, what was the thing that made you sit back and say to yourself, oh bitch, we might be dickmatized? So here go a couple of quotes. You start us off, Frankie Cola.
he lived across from me. I love to look out the window every hour like a psycho, waiting on his ass to slip up. I tried hacking this nigga iCloud too. Bitch, never again. I'm better now.
She said I set an alarm to look out the window every hour. Oh God.
Wow.
Anybody in here? Does this resonate with anybody in here?
It's his life experience. Anything.
No? Okay. Anybody? Bueller?
I'm the type of bitch that I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna lie. I'm not. Because I do go through my boyfriend's phone. Cause that nigga think he's slick. every time I dated a nigga that thought he was slick, that nigga was fucking around. So no.
Your boyfriend square and slick?
Yes, they be the one. I'm telling you. Like one time, this is something that started. Like one time I walked in the room, he was on his phone. That nigga closed that. He locked it real quick, put the shit in his pocket, and I'm saying, whoa, what the fuck was that about? He was like, what you mean? I said, you just snatched your phone up real quick. What, you hiding something? He's like, no. I said, well, can I see your phone? He's like, well, why would you want to see my phone? That was the first time we had that conversation. And now his password is my birthday.
Dick got her like. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That's her Dickmatized story.
It sounds like a compromise.
That's what it was. That's what
Yo, but I've never had Dickmatized, but I remember there were times where I'll just be like, if I find myself like really like, oh, I want to see this person every time. I had their Facebook notifications, like anytime they posted on Facebook, it was coming to my phone.
Boom, ping.
Oh man.
Like, and then like I was like, bitch, you a sucker, who are you, Nikki Park? Get the fuck out of here! And it's like,
she's read the next one in.
When we made a dick appointment for after the club, his phone died before confirmation. But I showed up anyway, barefoot outside his house. Waited 20 minutes for him. No. At the 19th minute, I had to have a talk with myself and say, "This is the last time I'm fucking this nigga. Make it count.
Make it count.
He said, "But you gotta make this one count."
But you still gonna fuck him.
It's the last one. I ain't fucking you after this.
I know it, but we gonna be shit. We gonna be shit soon. It's okay.
We gonna get better tomorrow.
After this nut though.
That's a fucking Nike slogan.
Sleeping Beauty, read this. That's a Nike
slogan. Just do it. Make it count.
When me and the other girl got a confirmation, and I said, oh well, I guess we're gonna have to share him. I was 22. And I was not willing to let that dick go.
She said we gonna have to share this nigga.
I
She said we got a confrontation. I was about that.
That's what sister did, pretty much.
Oh, hell no.
Was that Rell?
Lord.
Oh. During a fist fight with his wife that he was separated from.
Quote unquote.
I bit that bitch like a damn dog, and I said to myself, Nick, look how this nigga got you out here acting.
I bit that bitch like a damn dog.
What?
Hit her.
Are you serious? With his wife, though.
Separated.
Fuck that. Where's the divorce papers?
Damn, got you out here biting bitches.
His wife, though.
I appreciate that.
Oh man, what's this? Hi, my name is Ashamed and Anonymous, and I've been for sure Dickmatized. He had me driving an hour each time to see him, even if it was randomly when he would ask at midnight, whatever. I would call in work.
No!
Miss class to stay there.
Damn.
SMH never again.
What kind of dick is this?
Don't. Warning labels. These niggas need warning labels. That's how I feel now. Like, we'll have your ass doing this.
Read this one, D.
I say Dickmatized the 9 told me up front that he doesn't kiss, wouldn't give me head, still ended up attached and going crazy over the dick because it was so good.
Caps.
I'm not the type of bitch to go for the no kissing, no head. I knew straight up he was low-key, high-key hoeing me and gave not one fucks because that dick was beastly. Beastly. Dick so good you don't even need head. Yes, y'all, it exists. It was so good. Best I ever had. Ever.
What's up, Joe?
Old school niggas say it all the time. Yeah, that's why the white boys gotta eat pussy because they ain't got that stroke.
You read this with Joe.
I know you lying.
Oh, man.
Dick was so good, I started funding his cocaine habit and eventually mine. That is something I will coke with it.
They say she buying a coke.
No, Sam.
Anonymous.
A-ball?
Anonymous.
No.
Gotcha.
Oh, Frankie.
He was married and I wanted him to myself. I sent his wife some flowers with our picture. With our picture in the car. You hoes are so fucking ruthless. They divorced and he refused to fuck me, so I catfished for months. And he finally invited me to a hotel. He gave me some angry dick, but blocked me from his entire life.
He's still fucked though. He's still fucked though.
She still got the dick.
Oh man, how many more of these are there? So this shit's hilarious to me. Oh man, he promised me we would spend Valentine's Day together. When I didn't hear from him, I went to every trap house, every cousin house, dad house, fiend house in the city, and sat outside his baby mama house looking for him. Found him, threw his money out the window, and waited for him to pick it up and wave him to pick up the money and tried to run him over with my car. He was too fast, about to end up killing him. His last 19-year-old girlfriend did.
Oh. That killer
Damn. Well.
Dark.
Well, dude.
Alright, so that's alright. So there's a hero in this now? Can we do some hero?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah,
Now we're
man.
going to kill him.
He was he wasn't answering his phone for hours. I broke into his apartment through the window. He was sleeping. Somebody said, please tell me you left the same way you came before he woke up. She said, nope, I laid next to him and went to sleep too. Definitely not one of my proudest moments. Okay, we'll end on that one. We'll end on that one.
You got looking like the fucking Cheshire Cat.
Oh my
I'm
God.
glad you're up, sunshine.
Woo! Oh my God.
Psycho stories now.
Damn.
Oh man. Shit. Oh well, technically this is the last one. So when I drove through 5 different movie theater parking lots, each in different towns, to make sure his car was at one of them before I accused him of not being at the movies.
No, man.
Okay,
Damn.
I've done something to that extent, but not that crazy. I didn't drive.
See, I'll be me.
To the fucking
You said that.
He said he was at somebody's house and I didn't believe him for some reason, so I drove by the house to make sure his car was there. That was it.
What you got beat out of? You sound like you got one.
No.
I said Sleeping Beauty over there like, hey, they all beat
What
you.
I
is
have
it?
one story. I don't know if it's Dickmatized or crazy.
You were Dickmatized?
You were
No,
Dickmatized?
I don't know if she was Dickmatized or if she was just crazy.
Oh, see, you have one someone did to you. Okay.
Yeah, so like,
He would come from that angle. He gonna go from, hey, I Dickmatized me one in the bass. I'm gonna tell you about right now. I thought he was gonna talk about a crazy pussy story. Like, oh, she had you like that, Joe?
do I have one of those?
Yeah, how about that?
How about
Instead of
that?
riding your dick for us.
I mean, the only one I got is that there's a girl who done some dark things and I'm still talking to her. And that's
Oh,
and
I know what you're talking about.
You haven't gotten to put that. She fine. She ain't even fucking yet, and she's done dark. Oh, can we say what they are?
No.
Okay,
Why
never
not?
mind.
You didn't start it and you might as well give it.
She's killed things.
Oh.
We said no. We said no. No.
Fuck
We
it.
should not
Move
go
on
into
to the
this.
next topic.
Hero highlight. Hero highlight.
Stop the madness. 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 Stop the madness.
Hero highlight.
Big ups to Kamala Harris, man. She came at like I liked how she came at oh boy with can you name any laws that give government control over men's bodies? And this nigga was stumped.
Because you're a stupid motherfucker and they don't exist.
I mean, the fact, but she was still trying to make the point of like, stop trying to come at women with all these, you know what I mean, laws that govern over what we do and try to make it have credibility when there's nothing on the opposite end that go to men. And like, he tried to answer it, but no. What's his name? SCOTUS nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Yeah, so
Kavanaugh.
I just like seeing black women check me at the white man right fast. Like that has made me go, ha!
That's always a fine dessert. Yeah.
Eat him up.
All the time.
Angela does it every week.
Oh, Angela Rye. Oh my God.
Does it every week.
Man, speaking of Angela Rye, man, that dude, that coon ass pastor tried to come for her, man. Talking about she an angry black woman.
What coon ass pastor?
Man, that nigga who said that Trump was the most pro black pastor.
Oh, that motherfucker?
He tried to say that.
Cocksucker.
He tried to make a joke, that cocksucker. He tried to make a joke talking about Tyler Perry need to cast up Angela Rye in the next Diary of a Mad Black Man. Call her angry black woman.
Nice.
Fucking
She
nut
ran at his
guy.
ass. She was like, how does your cook? She's talking about the congregation. It's fucking fucked up.
Yup, she said, she said, I feel sorry for your flock because you're the biggest coon ever. She called you coon. She's like, she even broke down what a coon was to explain how he's a fucking coon.
Listen, just in case you thought it was like maybe something I thought of, made up, no, here's the definition. And how you fit it.
I want to see that video clip.
It is how you fit it.
Here's the diagram on this side, opposite and opposite. Here's where y'all meet in the middle.
You feel me? And I love watching Angela Rye just read white motherfuckers all day. And not even just white motherfuckers, cool motherfuckers. Everybody straight up. Next up is this Catman Jackson man arrested for hacking a college computer and returning all funds to students since 2010.
You are doing the work of Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Straight up. They won't even release this man's name. But that's why I just gotta say.
Why they didn't release his name? Because he's gonna be a hacker working for the FBI soon.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely they're gonna recruit him.
It's like, dog, you can do this at the college campus and do all that.
Before you do that, gotta go and spread the love.
Son, since 2010, yo, like he been putting in work.
I would love some dark web hacker to just like wipe that whole shit, just
student
like
loans in general,
head first style.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
All
like,
down.
if y'all are listening, hackers, figure that shit out. We need it. The country needs it. Like, wipe that shit.
Cause hackers do dumb shit. I'm like, nigga, can y'all do something real? Like, y'all worried about my credit card, or y'all worried about getting this game to have like fucking Magneto on it and shit. Yeah. No, nigga, how about you do something that really help? Right. You hear me? They call themselves hacktivists, people who do this, but I don't never see no dividends from the hacktivists.
They got some of it like shit like your boy that went away from what the country went to, that white boy?
Yeah, Edward Snowden.
Yeah.
He a controversial, slightly racist nigga too, but I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got issues, but and it's pretty cool. This was a black man. I looked at like, okay, this black man looked like he auditioned for R&B group and shit. Act like, come on, son, free. What he look like? Free. He like an Angelo.
Yeah. He looked like somebody attempted to draw Safari. Like,
she said he looks like someone attempted to draw.
Like y'all seen those skewed photos.
Oh man, what? So can you give him a name? I'm calling him Angelo.
He like the new version of Superfly.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Angelo. I can't call his man Superfly.
You gonna call him Angelo?
He like an Angelo to be. Free Angelo. Free my nigga Angelo, man.
Yeah.
You hear me? And that was a hero highlight, man. That was Fly with Bats, episode 60B. It's a crossover, bitches.
Yay.
You hear me? Once again, hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com if you want to be part of the conversation, because we want you to be. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man, because it helps us out a great deal. It ups our views, it ups our everything. Appreciate all our new listeners. Appreciate everybody. Check us out, Gumbo Monster 504 on YouTube. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? This that actor guy, man. Follow me at Mr. Bat. Spell it out, or you ain't gonna find me. And for 60B, I'm out.
And this is your boy D-Mac. Catch my Instagram at FrenchBread.kid and follow me also at YouDig504. And yeah, I'll see you next time.
All right, thank y'all for having us.
Also, if you want to hear more of our podcast, On the Lake, we're on Podbean, and I'm working on getting us on Podcast Player. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But you can always follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram at On the Lake Podcast. We post little outings and stuff, so yeah, come check us out.
For sure.
And y'all are
Frank,
Sleeping Beauty,
Chelsea is .me, and I have my protagonist,
Rell, the protagonist. I'm more center stage now. Thank you guys.
And it's your boy Posse Wine AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the root. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, if y'all like to sing that with me, I would really enjoy that. Can we do it one time? All right, you ready? All right. So
you got to sound less high when you do it, because you like, this is Elvis.
All right, I'm up now. You ready? So it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the root. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at AlphaJoe504. That's J-O without the E. Facebook, Joseph Alphaman Pine. Side B, we out this bitch for the crossover.
Woo!
Bye.
Yay.
Yeah, man. I don't have any parting words. Just,
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Slide roll up.
Pieces.
Bye.
And peace out.
Motherfuckers. Thank y'all for listening.
Couch, hand on my pouch, just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. out. Kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on the cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The Tipo was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your issue any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I order, try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, but after in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing ever changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who made the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter, learned from the dumb. Been in my own lane, just never had my own drums. Used to rap about clapping, they never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulating for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got a tour of your plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies and gents who ever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat. But life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.